Rumble Studio is a game changer for our show.
Rumble Studio lets us stream to Rumble and all the other platforms.
We're discontinuing the 250th anniversary American flag after this final batch. Every flag that's left is going out for free.
That they've spent on them to get them and to shut them up.
So the school and the political party are...
So yeah, to your point about the political party, right? We have a duty here, a constitutional duty to protect political candidates. We don't jail our political candidates. If our political candidates happen to be in a position where they can run in other countries, well, that's a good thing for America. And if they're American citizens, we protect them. Now, if these guys were running for office in North Korea, and North Korea was like, we want to extradite them, the United States would say, yeah, good luck with that. We're not going to do that. The question then becomes, is the United Kingdom still a place where we want to extradite political candidates? Do we want to extradite our citizens there? And is this really about free speech? Our argument, what do they articulate? And these are Supreme Court decisions. It's important for everybody to know that once you be convicted of a crime, the standard that your confinement is judged by is the cruel and unusual standard under the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution. You can be punished. Jail is shitty. It's not good. Your freedom can be deprived, and there's a lot of other ugly things that happen in jail. And convicts and inmates, I hate to bodies up, that we call them humans. So they're not going to apologize. If they don't need to give us something today, they're not going to give it to us today. If they can wait to the last day, they'll wait to the last day to do it because that's who they are.
I'm going to cut the line because she is probably critical to the bridge case because the whole house of cards comes down and they got picked up in the process. And then obviously I'm having a political party and everything else. These are all reasons. And a school. So you got a very important civil case. You got the school. You got the Bruff party. And you just put the things together and say, okay, that makes sense why they need these guys out here.
That is exactly right. There is a system in place under which you are forced to go to college. Well, up until recently.
Yeah.
You must go to college in order to become successful. That's the rule. Sure. And when you go to college, they indoctrinate you. And the world is waking up now saying, you know what, maybe college isn't so necessary. Andrew feeds into that very, with a lot of wisdom and with a lot of foresight. And their university says, hey, you can actually make money selling crypto, you can make money drop shipping, you can make money opening your own business online. Here's how to do it. You can cut that process out and not be indoctrinated by the university system.
Or in debt.
Or in debt.
Yeah.
And therefore escape the matrix, escape the debt, and escape the slave mind. And become your own small business owner, your own entrepreneur, and become somebody who's a millionaire and maybe a billionaire one day because you did it on your own terms. And that is what they fear the most because men like that can't be controlled.
Good point. Yeah.
And become your own small... Here's how to do it. You can cut that process out very with a lot of wisdom and with a lot of foresight in order to become successful. That's the rule for sure. And when you go to college, they indoctrinate you. And the world is waking up now saying, you know what, maybe college isn't so necessary. Andrew feeds into that very, with a lot of wisdom and with a lot of foresight. And their university says, hey, you can actually make money selling crypto, you can make money drop shipping, you can make money opening your own business online. Here's how to do it. You can cut that process out and not be indoctrinated by the university system.
Or in debt.
Or in debt, and therefore escape the matrix, escape the debt, and escape the slave mind, and become your own small business owner, your own entrepreneur, and become somebody who's a millionaire and maybe a billionaire one day because you did it on your own terms. And that is what they fear the most because men like that can't be controlled.
Good point. Yeah. It's just crazy because like when you actually like look at everything and you look at the civil case, the Bruff party, the school, the social media influence, you start to figure out that there's many that can't be controlled, right? Not putting out the right message. They only let you get big like that when you are controllable, right? When you look at all these different things, you're like, okay, this makes sense. Why we gotta, you know.
What scares me is the random meetings that people came to Andrew with, offering money on the way out.
The Jack Neal interview, guys, is very good. You guys should go check that out. Where it kind of explains a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, we're not going into a full detail here, but I do think it's important that you guys understand that. There's some significant reasons why he's being persecuted like this.
Yeah, for sure. Look, I've been at the table with Andrew and various countries where we've been approached by intelligence assets from other countries, and they're very forthright about it.
Wow.
This is who we are. We'd like to work with you on this. We'd like to work with you on that. There's a lot of people who want what he has. But Andrew's his own man. Tristan's his own man. They've stood on their own 2 feet. And because they can't be controlled, now this is the effort to try to control them. Now, who else has a lot of money, speaks out, has a big mouth, says what he wants to say, can't be controlled,
Elon Musk.
also runs for office, and successfully ran for office?
Trump.
Right. And what did they do to him?
Yeah.
They came for him, bunch of sham trials, 91 charges at one, 20 over here, tried to bankrupt him. He blew trial, won things on appeal. I helped file, my team filed the amicus brief in one of these cases because of the horrible judgment against him for $400 million, $450. And the process was the punishment. They dragged him through the process. They tried to destroy his name, and it just made him bigger. And people understood, look, you're bringing up allegations from 30, 40 years ago?
Gina Carroll.
Like, are you shitting me?
An episode from Law and Order SVU.
It's crazy.
Yo, she literally, her entire, fact pattern was an episode of Law and Order SVU.
It's a script.
And she sold the book. Like, a lot of people don't know this. What she did was, she was selling the book at the time. She first released, a part of the book. And she put that part in where Trump allegedly did XYZ to her. It did so well, she said, you know what? All right. Put it in the book, did a tour, made a bunch of money.
She ran with it.
And she ran with it.
Wasn't she the one that said that rape is,
Doesn't have to be physical.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be physical.
Yeah.
Bro, what?
It's crazy, bro. This woman's a nut job. Even Anderson Cooper was uncomfortable with a CNN interview with her. And then, you look at her, you look at Brett Kavanaugh, right? Who also was someone who was, falsely accused by this woman when he's going to become a Supreme Court justice. This whole Me Too thing is insane. It's absolutely insane.
By the way, we defended Me Too so many times on this show.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
We need a system where if someone is falsely accusing somebody of these allegations, they should be put in jail. This article just came out recently, and actually this guy won the case. This one was in Hong Kong, I believe. Oh, it's gone? Yes. Oh my God!
I took it off.
Oh my God! You took it off?
Instagram took one of my posts down the other day with Andrew. I peeled it, got it back. Yeah, they're on it.
Bro.
Nah, I got a screenshot. Huh? No, I got this. All right, chat. Look. So this is all my story, right? All right, here you go, Bills.
Yeah, the Me Too
Dude.
stuff is insane, dude. It's absolutely insane.
And people say, okay, look, you know what? Oh, you got it? Yeah, so she got put into jail, actually, for 6 years. So a British woman in jail for falsely accusing banker of rape in Hong Kong. A British woman who accused a banker of rape in Hong Kong has been jailed for 6 years for blackmail and perverting the course of public justice. Bro, they all need to go to jail for this shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
This is...
Well, the problem is that there's no ramifications if they get caught lying. So they'll just do it. And then if you look at it from their perspective, if I accuse someone who's wealthy, I can get paid, I'm not gonna go to jail. It's worth rolling the dice a lot of the times.
Dude, they don't care. They're like demons, bro.
You look at Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah.
That was a perfect example. And when he secretly recorded her, bro would probably be.
So
yeah.
let's talk about that.
Yeah.
If Johnny Depp wasn't Johnny Depp, and if he didn't have the wealth that he has, and if he didn't have the ability to defend himself, everybody would have just believed the allegations.
Yeah.
And he would have been done for the rest of his life. But he had
He lost a lot of deals. Everyone believed during.
Yeah, but he had the balls, he had the resources, he had the courage to go out there and fight it, and he won. And he won. So we're doing that as well. And we are also trying to pioneer what you guys are talking about. There should be criminal recourse for these types of things. As a matter of fact, when the statewide prosecutor office came to us, and I have this all documented in email in Florida, and we said, hey, take a look at our file. We also gave them everything on Girl A and said, maybe you want to take a look at this because it's criminal.
I was gonna ask you next.
It's criminal, right? And if somebody else were in charge over there, maybe they would have done the right thing. So, we have to get a system in place. We have to get representatives in place who care enough about men, who care enough about fathers, to not let their children be ripped away from them by a mere allegation, to not let them be debanked or have their wealth dragged out of them simply for getting married, and then their wife cheats on them with a personal trainer, and they lose their house, they lose all their wealth, and all that. And care enough about fathers to to not let their children be ripped away from them by a mere allegation, to not let them be debanked or have their wealth dragged out of them simply for getting married, and then their wife cheats on them with a personal trainer, and they lose their house, they lose all their wealth, and all that stuff. So the system is geared against the man. We are trying to undo that. And if you're a man who cares about this, right, you should say, look, I may disagree with Andrew's life and Tristan's words and how they live their life, but this is more important because I have fathers, I have sons. I mean, look at Marco Rubio, for example, Secretary of State. His son plays college football right here in Florida. We know from what happened in USC in that case and other cases, all it takes is one allegation. His career is over. He's getting dragged through court. His name is ruined for the rest of his life. This is the precedent.
Get out of school.
This is the
stands out
precedent.
of through courts. They don't. There's no due process. Those like, oh, you got an allegation. Get out of here.
Right. That's exactly right. So
Nobody's safe.
men need to be protected. Men need to be protected. The idea that men are somehow predatory because they're born with a penis and have testosterone in their body is absolutely evil.
You know what's scary? Just being here in Miami as well, you get to see how men's lives are destroyed in real time. Like they'll be doing fine, business, work their whole career, got a degree. Be one girl, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, there's a business here in Miami of girls extorting. Like, it's a thing here in Florida where girls will extort men, like, to have money, like, oh, I'll make this allegation against you. And they'll just pay because they don't want to deal with that. All right, here's 10,000. Just don't.
It's
It's a group chat. It's a group chat, by the way. But here's my point. Trump has been through this multiple times. Now, I'm not saying he should do something. I'm just saying, like, wouldn't it be good if he did something for everybody after what happened to him? Because I think, like, that was terrible, bro. He could have been in jail for years.
Yeah, we definitely need some type of legislation to deal with this. This Me Too thing is like, it's starting to get it's fatiguing me.
It's
It's
disgusting.
fatiguing everybody. But no one wants to challenge it because no one wants to come and look like, oh, you're, a great enthusiast or a protector. But it's like, no, we need to put something in place where people deal with consequences for lying and using it to enrich themselves. That's what ends up happening is, like, a lot of predatory women out there will target someone and say, you know what? I know it was consensual, and what they'll do is they'll use regret, say that it's rape, and then use it to get a payday.
Or non-payment. But my thing is like, okay, if they did a crime, of course, they need to go to jail, it's punishment, of course. But when they're lying like this, bro, dude, it's fucked up. Like it's
real bad.
That's common.
It's one of the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. We have perjury as a part of the court process. There's consequences for it. But when you weaponize the court process, so what happens when you use the court process, you're protected in terms of defamation law because they don't want to
Create a precedent where people are like,
when they don't use the process, when they're afraid to use it. But on the other hand, right, if you use it to falsely litigate a case against a man and destroy the man, and he can prove it, or destroy a woman for that matter, right, you should have appropriate recourse and turn around and sue. And that's certainly what we're trying to do. Look, Johnny Depp did it.
Yeah.
We got a judgment, right? We're in the process of doing it. Other men need to be able to stand up and do it now. Because in the social media world that we live in, where everything is published online, defamation law is going to just continue to grow and grow and grow and grow because the whole world's like this.
That Johnny Depp case was a huge wake-up call, I think, for a lot of America. It was great that it was televised the way that it was, and he won. But people forget, it came at great personal expense, right? He lost millions of dollars of opportunities. I think the only people that stuck, Pirates of the Caribbean dropped him for a bit. He wasn't able to, act doing that. Every sponsor dropped him except for, I think a cologne company. So, he lost a lot of money. And then I don't even know if he's recouped all the money he lost that he spent in defending himself. And it's good because, obviously it's about principle. But a lot of the times, do men have the resources to fight it? Are they going to be able to recoup the money after fighting it? Do they get their reputation back? A lot of times the accusation in and of itself, no one cares to see what the disposition was. Yeah. So, it's just a very unfortunate, scary time to be a guy.
And look, you may not care about Andrew or Tristan. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, that's fine. But this could be you.
Yeah.
Literally, this could be you tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
Next month.
Best friend.
Your brother, sister. Sorry, not brother, sister. Father. Because this happened to anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody is safe. I don't care how much money you got.
And they do it to them. What you think? What's gonna happen to you when you put the fries in the bag? Oh yeah,
you were caught.
No, you put the fries in the bag, you're done.
Yo, it is over.
They're gonna put you in the bag.
You thought divorce was bad? It's worse than divorce. It's bad, man.
So like, look, you don't have to like Andrew or Tristan personally. That's fine.
Yeah,
you don't like to have like Trump, whatever. But what we're trying to explain to you guys is that there's a trend going on here that if we don't stop this or do something and fight back against it, it's gonna be a snowball effect. It's gonna destroy everybody.
So real quick, this might be on Instagram here, right? Got my story if you know my bills. So this happened again today with someone that we know, Just go back a little bit. Yeah, this one right here. You can pause it. So, Ye has reached a settlement with former personal assistant Lauren Piscota, who accused him of SH assault and S trafficking. Now, let me get this straight. Again, I'm not saying that if someone's guilty, they shouldn't be prosecuted for sure. But why are you settling if you're for justice? Why settle? You know what I mean?
Well, it depends.
It's just the money, man.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's messed up.
It depends on how much loan you have and how much you're settling for, right? So if you just look, this shit ain't gonna be worth it. I got contracts I don't want to lose. My Adidas contract is worth more than anything that can happen here. What does she want? 50 grand, 100 grand, $1 million? I'm a billionaire. Here you go. That's why it's a racket.
Yeah.
Because they know that men like this are inclined to just settle and make it go away. So they take advantage of the process and say, I'm just going to get something out of it. They're going to settle. Right? He doesn't want to be jammed up. He doesn't want to do all this kind of discovery. It makes men your target. If you're rich, if you're powerful, if you're Kanye, if you're Andrew, or if you're Trump, or if you're you, or me. Which is why, I got this wedding ring on. I'm a one-woman guy, and I am out of that life forever because the risk ain't worth the reward. I got a beautiful wife at home who's watching right now. I love very much.
Nice.
And all the great things, one of the great benefits about being married to the right woman who loves you, supports you, will ride or die for you, is you don't have to worry about this shit.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not in the life. I'm not involved in that world. I have zero exposure. I also don't drink alcohol. Zero exposure to that as well. I got to keep secrets. If I drink too much one night, well, I get to talk in and, hey, guess what happened in court? My career's over.
Yeah.
I eliminate all risk at this point in my life. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm 48. Been around long enough. I've seen enough to know that the risk is just not worth it.
No worth the squeeze.
No.
Yeah, no. Remember my situation?
Yeah.
The freaking what was it? CCP?
Yeah.
Bro. It was like, all right, you know what? I'm untouchable, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Moved to the city, got the keys. I'm that guy. And then kind of find out I'm not touchable.
Yeah, they'll reach out and touch you.
Yeah, they definitely will, bro. So it's like nobody's safe. I got game,
It's
bro.
some bullshit, man. It's very unfortunate, man. And like you said before, to litigate these things is going to cost you hundreds of thousands, if not, more.
Way more.
So it costs you way more to defend yourself than it does to just be like, yo, here's the money, get out of here. And like some people look at it like, oh, that's an admission of guilt. It's like, no, it does. Like by the time this drags on and it's done, like I've spent way more money
And time is money.
and time,
Opportunity.
right? And then the discovery process, things can come out that like might be
Unrelated, but
Yeah,
not
unrelated,
related.
exactly.
Process is the punishment.
Yeah. So most guys just like settle. I mean, look at Shannon Sharp. He
Yes.
had a relationship with that girl for years.
Bro.
He's trying to say, oh, he did X, Y, Z to me. He was like, man, here's the money, get out of my face. But it was a shakedown, and women know they can get away with this.
Let's tell one more story before we get on a little bit.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, white guy, he's been here before. Had a thriving online business. I won't say what it is because too much details, but met his young lady, right? Up north, Dade, Miami-Dade. Started dating, he moved her in, took care of her, it was serious. But she lied about a lot of things, obviously, women lie. And what was important is that she lied about her age. And she knows what she was doing from the very beginning. She had fake ID, her mom vouched for her, everyone wanted to know the plan.
Damn, the mom lied?
Yes. Here's the worst part. His business was doing well. He was thriving, best in his life. He worked at his house out for years. He's finally made it. She said to him, listen, I need some money. Where's it coming from? Like, you're good, the family's taken care of, we go shopping. No, I need some money. Well, what do you need? How much you ask for?
But
$1 million.
just for $1 million.
And he said, why do you give you money? Like, don't you love me? Oh, there's no love there. Fast forward.
I love your money.
Fast forward, she said, if you don't give me the money, I'm going to tell everyone that you had sex with a minor.
Oh.
So,
And in Florida, in the state of Florida, not knowing age is not a defense.
It's not.
So a woman can lie to you, say she's 21, which some of these girls look like that, and she's really 17, age of consent in Florida is 18, and you're cooked.
He went bankrupt. He lost everything. and he's
Well, he
with,
gave the money.
with his no. He tried fighting him.
Oh,
Now-
she sued him.
Yes. Now, here's the worst part. The accident, bro, is why I, nigga, don't care if she's 20, 21, nigga, I'm up 25 plus. Bro, that's scary, bro. It's not scary.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Bro, that's scary, bro. That can't be anybody.
It is scary. It's real. I'll be interested to talk to you about that offline because
Yeah.
I represent somebody in Florida who's got that same exact background.
Bro,
Oh,
bro,
wow.
oh, by the way, there's a bunch
Yeah,
of
I've heard a lot of girls, like,
No,
this
it's
is
a ring.
That's
It's
the
a ring.
same one.
Yeah.
Dude,
The same exact one.
it is a play in Florida where they do this for a living, bro. Multiple girls do this.
Yeah.
And they make millions of dollars off of this shit.
It's organized crime.
There you go.
It's RICO.
Yeah.
Especially
They
two or more
weaponize-
working together.
Yeah, they weaponize the because there's no it's important for people to know in Florida, not knowing the age is not a defense. Even if she like presented all this stuff, mom saying she's of age, move her head.
Mom's in on it.
Yeah.
You're articulating a conspiracy.
Yeah.
By the way, she bought a Bentley on a vacation to Europe.
So what did she do? She didn't even go to the cops. She just sued him civilly, and won.
They had a lawyer there waiting, bro. Ready to go. Bro, it's so fucked up, bro. Like, and
So she said, "Give me $1 million, or else I'm suing you."
she did.
This is like chasing ambulances. It's like you're chasing something else.
Wow. Insane. Insane.
Yep.
And the fact that you're like, oh yeah, I have a client that should like that. Whoa, like so you have a client that they'll do the same thing.
I very much do.
Wow. That's insane, man.
All this to say, let's give interest a fair chance because obviously speaking, like, this is messed up by all means possible. It is really messed up, and if it was your friend, what would you do? What would you guys do? Like honestly, what would you do?
Yeah.
And look,
And I think the timing's impeccable. Like that, you got the civil case that's about to go to trial. Then they're like, Greek is like, we gotta cut the line. You're like,
Just a coincidence.
yeah, just coincidence.
By the way, nobody wants to defend these allegations because they're very heinous allegations. I understand that part, but when you know it's BS, it's like, nah, this is what's justice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So
chats.
yeah, we can read some chats that we'll close out and do the after hours.
Mr. Clap Cheeks.
Free Tate'S and most importantly, free Diddy. This thing, bro.
Yo, bro. Yo, come on,
Should tell
man.
Bob's the bad act.
He's trolling.
No, I do think it's important people realize though that like Diddy was not convicted of trafficking, guys. He was convicted of only
Being a freak.
He won.
trafficking. He basically won. He, like when they brought all the because I was there for the trial. You know, Cassie and all the main witnesses against him that said he was human trafficking them. It was all proven to be consensual, dude. Like on cross-examination, Diddy's lawyers really embarrassed
And
him.
think about what you're saying. And that was with all that evidence.
Yeah.
With the universal allegations against Andrew and Tristan, there's not even a damn bottle of baby lotion.
Yeah.
No baby oil.
No baby oil.
Damn.
Guys, the whole freak off thing or whatever, dude, I was there at the trial. It was a bunch of BS, man. Really what went down is like, you got a guy who's very perverted and does strange things. But the thing they actually convicted him on was paying for male hookers to come in and have sex with Cassie. That's what they actually convicted
Cassie
him on.
loved it.
Yep.
One of her friends that she lives here in Florida, I was talking about the whole like situation. She wanted it so bad. She's the one that
She's
sought
actively
out
involved. Yeah,
all
she's
the guys
actively
because she
involved.
wanted the BBC.
She set up everything.
Yeah.
She would be the ones to pay them and call them and set that. She set up everything, dude. So and she did this for years. So
Yeah.
and that's why Diddy didn't get convicted of that. So it is important for people to realize that, like, look, you don't have to like Diddy, whatever, that's fine, but understand that, like, he's not a human trafficker technically. It's what happened was he just brought these dudes in to smash his chick. And it was interstate transport of prostitutes.
That is weird.
That is weird.
That is very
Where
weird.
did they pick him up again?
It's very weird.
The prostitutes?
No, did he?
Where do you,
When he got pinched initially?
they picked him up on human trafficking,
No,
Rico.
what
New York.
location?
New York, right?
I think they picked him up in
Or
Miami.
Miami or New York?
They arrested him in New York, but they were using, it was like LA, Miami, but it was Southern District, New York that did the case, yeah.
Yeah.
In New York.
But yeah, they were using all these different locations. Okay, does England want round 2 or what? I love why the government went this hard on Epstein list. Yeah, bro, this is strange. And yeah, like I said, guys, they tried this before already, and he beat the charges. Like, they took his phones and everything. This is not, like, new.
If there's no bail, unfortunately, what are the chances of getting the bros in the same cell so they can at least be together? Question mark.
We'll see what we can do. I tell you, if they go to England, they'll probably send them to 2 different parts of the country.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to do it, yeah. All I know is the Trump admin better help out because the Tate'S have been supporting them for a long time.
I agree.
And they are big reason he's president again. If anyone knows more about false accusations of Trump, is there any update on that?
Fair.
Well, right now it's premature for the administration to get involved. If it doesn't work out for us in the district court, we need to be respectful of that process. But say it doesn't work out there, Marco Rubio needs to certify. So that will be a question for the administration, and we will
That's way down the line.
No, that's 60 days from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as in like,
Well, 60 days from the 18th. Yeah. So that's a month and a half. So from now, so if we get to that point, the bros don't go unless the administration rubber stamps it. If the administration rubber stamps it, I mean, how do you win the next election without after betraying the manosphere? It just hasn't happened.
Well, I'll say this, bro. Rubio did say in an interview that he's not being involved until proceedings are done.
well, he was playing. I saw his interview. He was definitely downplaying like his influence. Like,
Yes.
bro, you're gonna be the final say.
Yeah.
And when this is all said and done. So,
As he should.
Yeah.
With all due respect to him and Trump, right now, look, we could win on the 13th, and they could be out, and everything could change, and they could get their day in court in Florida, and they'd be extradited to Romania. And hey, if that's what happens, that's great.
Yeah.
But if it gets to the point where that doesn't happen, and Rubio needs to make a decision, well, then that'll be an argument and an advocacy for another day.
yeah, that would be, I hope he does the right thing. You know what I mean? Because that would set a horrible precedent, sending U.S. citizens over to England. You know, for
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
I know this has nothing to do with the subject matter, but I wanted to let you know that Spotify's audiobooks, I would like to see why there's less on the catalog other than that for the Tate'S. I'll talk with Brett about that. And we need to give you guys an audio version of the book as well. So, anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, cool.
I guess, Joe, what can audience do to help Andrew and Tristan at this point if they want to help out? Maybe they could show up for one of the hearings, or what can they do?
Yeah, so 3 things. Number 1, don't be afraid to speak about this at your dinner table, with your friends at work, with your friends online. The Constitution applies to everyone or applies to no one. So speak out against what's going on because it's wrong. Number 2, we have our bail hearing on the 14th, and we would love to see people come out and help us. So that would be right.
14th, not the 13th.
Oh, sorry, the 13th.
August
Thank you
13th.
very much.
Okay.
The next day will be no good.
Yeah.
So come out August 13th, and there's a crowd right there formulating. We had about 15 people out there today on the corner of Northeast 1st and Northeast 5th Street. That's where the brothers can see from their cell. But on the day of the hearing, come out and exercise your First Amendment right to protest injustice and stand with the brothers in front of the court.
And I'll tell you guys right now, here's the announcement. August 13th at 11 a.m. we will be out there. I'll be out there with the fucking megaphone. We're going to make sure that we get justice for the bros, and hopefully we get a favorable outcome to the hearing. So I will be out there 11 a.m. All of you guys come out. August 13th, 11 a.m. we'll be out there in front of the courthouse. The hearing's at 1, so we'll be out there.
11 a.m.
We'll be out there at 11, but the hearing's at 1 p.m., right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we'll be out there beforehand.
Yep.
11 a.m., August 13th. Mark your calendars, guys. We'll be out there. You guys asked me, are you going to do something? You guys going to be out there? Yes, I will be out there.
And remember, this is a fight for free speech.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
Yeah.
And just last thing with regard to free speech, there's a lot of people making videos online, chopping up clips, making pro-tape videos, continue to do that. There are 2 Muslim guys out there, 2 young Muslim brothers today. I met them. They had the video where they filmed Andrew in the window the other day.
Yeah.
That's gone viral. You know, anybody who's participating in that stuff, we really, really appreciate it. It helps, and dominate the algorithms because we're fighting suppression.
Yeah. No, for sure. So yeah, guys, August 13th, 11 a.m. Mark your calendars. We're going to be down there, downtown Miami, at the federal courthouse. The hearing's going to be at 1, but we'll be out there rallying 2 hours beforehand. So I'll be out there. Let's get hundreds of people out there. You guys asked me, are you guys going to do something? There you go. There's your day. August 13th, 11 a.m. Joe, where can people find you if anything? Obviously, you're a fantastic lawyer. You know, I know you're very busy right now. People might not be able to retain you, but you know.
The easiest way to find me on social media is at McBride Law NYC across all social media platforms. McBrideLawNYC.com. My email address is there. The Tate Legal address. We're taking emails there, tips, and all that stuff. People who want to help in any way that they can. We put out, one of the other affiliates put out an email address for people to write Andrew and Tristan in jail. So those letters are going to them through our own process. So show your support. I am McBride, Law NYC, across all social media platforms. Please like and follow. And a couple months ago, I started the Judgment Day podcast on YouTube. That's a slow drip on YouTube, as you know. But we're talking about some good stuff there. And right now, we're focused on the brothers for sure.
Good. Also, one last thing. What shouldn't people do right now that would actually hurt this case? Because, you know what they should do, what shouldn't they do in this case?
They shouldn't call for violence.
Yes.
They should be real thoughtful and considerate about how they talk about the current judge, no matter what the situation is, or the prosecutors. We don't want, sometimes in earlier cases, they have accused Andrew and Tristan's followers of intimidation tactics. So we don't want that. What we want is a meaningful gathering online and in front of the courthouse to exercise the First Amendment rights. You can come with a bullhorn, you can come with a sign, you can be as loud as you want. But if counter-protesters show up or people try to bait you online, just don't feed into the bait. You know, people try to drag you into the mud. Don't do that stuff. Make it sophisticated. Cloak yourself in the First Amendment. Don't break any laws. Don't insult anybody. Do the right thing. Support us the right way. Pray for us, and we will appreciate it.
All right. Awesome. All right, guys. We'll be back with some other ladies here in a little bit. Peace. Peace.
Teach yoga, dance, bartend, everything.
Wait, so what?
Teach yoga, dance,
Oh,
and
okay.
bartend, yeah.
Everything.
Everything.
When you say dance, are we talking like for dollars or?
Like dollars, yeah. Holler for the dollar, like.
Are you good friends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Y'all can sing a lot.
That's both of us, yeah.
Who's a better dancer?
Her, for sure. Her pole work is off the charts. Oh,
Really?
Yes. About the hips, so we kind of, go into the other work.
Wait, so it's a bunch of coolers and MILFs working there?
That's all I was about to tell you. I still got good music.
Let's get home,
dive bar, a small strip club in
No, it's
Tampa?
2001 Odyssey. I don't know. They should very well.
Can
Oh, it's called 2001 Odyssey.
yeah. That's like an old movie.
That's when they're in the prime.
Wait, is it about one dance get two free?
Oh no, there's no BOGO. No.
BOGO females?
BOGO's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, never mind, it's too early. Buy one, get one free.
We don't do
It's like on Uber Eats, it's like BOGO deals.
$5 off coupon. That's crazy. Buy one college, bachelor's in kinesiology.
Okay, where'd you get it from?
ECU, party school. Good.
Okay. Relationship status?
Single.
Are you guys together?
Yes.
And then birth trophy?
No.
And then what's your racial background? Are you Puerto Rican too? Or?
No, my dad's from Thailand, so Thai, Black, and Middle Eastern.
Cool. All right, kids.
You have any kids?
Oh, sorry, no. Yes, no. Fur child, but no wings.
All right, body count.
Please do
Yo,
it.
Chris, put yourself on fucking camera when you ask these questions.
Yeah, that's great. I really did. I was like,
Answer questions. All right, body count.
I think that.
So is that high?
I mean, what do you consider high?
Okay, I think you're like 50 at least.
I mean,
You think 50? You went to party school?
crazy for the dad.
From
Like,
Thailand. You probably suck meat dick. That's just a little horse.
suck me and dick, smoke a joint after.
I will take his head up, but we are on TikTok, so wait, no pants, man.
So, by the game I'm part of, does the Fifth Amendment still apply though? Like, if he technically has no fear of, well, maybe the state case, maybe the state could push a case against him, but federally he was part of it, so.
Yeah, it's a good question. It's like bringing a cooperator in who's got an immunity agreement.
Yeah.
It's like, look, you're not going to go to jail. You got no criminal exposure here. So you do need to talk. The judge in court would instruct him to talk. In Congress, it's a little different. They just know he's not going to play ball, so they just keep on making fun of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they can't compel him to talk either.
They could, but that's just not the purpose of the hearing. A lot of these congressmen are up there showboating as well. They really give a
Trying
shit.
to get a clip.
Yeah, so, you got to balance the equities there.
Can he, because they said that they're going to hold him accountable. Did he open up, is it possible that he's opening himself up to other criminal charges for not answering questions?
I think he probably anticipates an indictment at some point, which is why he's pleading the fifth now, so he can't be impeached later on if he changes the story.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
it's
even if they do bring criminal charges for not cooperating,
I see.
that's
what
what I
you're
mean. Yeah, like can they
just for that? Not really. Not with Congress. They can say obstruction. There's some procedures they can do. I think he's anticipating an actual indictment, which is why he's like, look, it's reasonably foreseeable that you guys are going to bring me up with the DOJ at some point, and I don't want to marry myself to a comment now, only to have to divorce myself from it later. So I'd rather just deal with you in federal court and then, F Congress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he has a fifth, he has this immunity from Biden, but who knows, right?
Yeah, or is the shot, they have immunity as well. We'll see.
All right. What about you?
My name is Madison. I'm 19, and I just moved here. I have my esthetician license, but I haven't got a job yet.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, but I moved from Texas.
What part of Texas are you from?
Station.
Oh, like, you go to UT or something? Or?
No, that's Texas A&M. But I went to esthetician school.
What's that? It's not, what school's at University Station?
Tech?
Texas A&M.
Oh, okay. All right. And then UT's in Austin.
Yeah. Texas A&M.
Oh, okay. All right. And then UT's in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Highest, what you grade?
Yeah, I graduated high school.
Okay, relationship status?
Single.
Are you pressing together?
Yes.
So you went out here 18 by yourself without a job?
Yo, son, that's crazy
Are you
work.
white or whatever?
Yeah, I'm white.
Do you live in Miami now or like Fort Lauderdale or?
No, I live in Denver.
How do you afford that?
My mom and dad.
Trust fund.
She's white.
She's very sick. Alright, so you, okay, so you from Texas, but you live here now and your parents support you while you find a job.
Yes.
You got a
What's
boyfriend?
that? Esthetician license.
You got a man?
Yeah.
Okay, I got her now.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, you like
She's on the
single
ropes.
somewhere?
You like niggas? Okay, she's one of those, bro. I know what's going on here. Okay. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
Get some honor.
Yeah, yes.
Body count?
I would hate for my mom and dad to see this, so I can see this social.
What is it? What, you're 18?
That's like you're
Yeah, I'm
19, right?
22. I'm sorry.
So she needs her rent paid. Leave her.
Hey, Myra, she's from Alabama, so please don't count family members.
So funny. No blows.
But you went to high school in Texas or Alabama?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. So, alright, so she said, okay, plead the fifth, I guess. Okay.
All right, get some honor.
That's mine.
Welcome back to the show.
Good to be here, gentlemen, ladies. Thank you for having me.
Now, we know who you are. For any new brothers that don't know who you are, tell them who you are.
Joseph McBride, counsel to University of Tate, representing them since 2023. Ready to testify in this Massachusetts insurance case. So, chief of University of Tate,
That's it.
I can't type because I'm on the show. You can type this. It's okay, Chris. It's fine.
You was family too.
What's the first shot? That's funny. And then we got some from last show as well. These are refreshing for Joe. Texas dude says, does England want round two or what? LOL. If only the government went this hard on that estimates. I think we did one, right?
Yeah.
You got it? What's going on, guys? Yeah. Oh, that's one? Okay, so I guess this is for you, Joe. Does anyone want round two or what? Because that's the question.
So I guess the inference is they lost round one with the first round of accusations, and yeah, they want round two. They're not going to give them a fair fight, that's for sure. And look, the Epstein list, if Andrew and Tristan were anything like them, they'd be protected, because nobody from that list has been convicted. But because they're nothing like them, they're being rung up on these charges because they fight the system and they're not a part of it.
Diego Robertson says, I've been watching Fresh and Fit for a while, and I've started to notice that people around me are being too ignored of what's really going on in the world right now, especially with women abusing their power. Yeah, bro, it's bad. We just saw Kanye West as well, and the guy from Hong Kong. It's messed up, bro. Deuces says, do you think Andrew Tristan will beat this case?
Well, when we're saying the case, we got two cases. We got extradition and we got England. I think if they go to England, their fate is sealed. I don't think they have a chance in hell with those people out there.
Sure.
Over here, we have a good chance with the extradition matter. I don't want to get too far into the weeds of it because the court's right down the block, and I don't want to get banged over the head or thrown out of the court. So I like our chances. I think the law is on our side, and we're prepared to fight it.
girls that I know, we just get another sugar daddy.
Got
You
it.
don't gotta throw it in. Just get another one.
Okay. So you're more on a peaceful path of terror.
You know what? That's actually better because you give people at least fucking them up. Fucking them that. So that's not terrible.
It's not.
But it's so bad.
I have a story.
Wow.
So like years ago, like maybe 4 years ago, my ex-boyfriend started to make a lot of money trading, and it like was public information that he was becoming like a big trader.
Big James?
No, 4 years ago. So we honestly, he turned $200 into like $2 million, like crazy trader, like absolutely absurd autism. And so his after we broke up, his ex-girlfriend contacted me and was basically like, he did all these bad things to me, like I'm thinking about taking him to court, and I was like, yeah, leave him alone. That's absurd. Like that's the wrong thing to do, and thank God, to my understanding, she did not. But like, yes, that's my line. I'm sorry.
So is it a part of the culture? Is this like, I know what's happening with Andrew and Tristan, it's a lot of it's a big thing, it's a big problem, but is it acceptable in the world you live in to just hurt a man, take his kids, take his money, or is that something that you would say is just not a part of female culture these days?
What do you think?
It's definitely female culture to like destroy the man. I feel like it's really messed up, and I feel like it happens a lot in marriages too. Like, get the prenup, even if you're not married. I strongly feel like, so, yeah.
Marriage. Okay. What do you think?
Cameron ran away, had to come back. No, I don't think it's like, I would say a big piece of it is like social media and the way that the way that everything is perceived in technology and social, and we just give off such false narratives all the time that, like, with what you were talking about, right? I feel like in the club we can set those boundaries. You have more like, okay, you ain't got no more money, bye. Like, sit on to the next one, yeah. But there are those people. It goes too far. There's not. Yes, there are those boundaries. It's not a line across. It's cool because they see a certain lifestyle on social, and then you'll just do whatever you can to obtain it, which is crazy. Like, girl, go to work. But I think it is a big piece of like what people choose to show each other, and it alters like this reality of what people think that women should be getting from men or etc. Yeah.
So you're saying social media plays into the motivation to go out there and
Absolutely, because girls only post. I mean, this is for everyone. I'm not just going to say girls, women, because we all tend to do it. But I will say, when are you going to post your bad shit? No, you got to be posting about that lavish lifestyle you're living. Ooh, I'm on a private plane. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. So these girls are like, okay, what can I do to get this, to obtain it? You're going to do whatever you can if you are so sucked into wanting to feel like you are, that girl.
got it.
So I think, we're heavily influencing.
There's no like glorification of normie lifestyle. Like normies, I was just talking about this recently, that everyone's embarrassed to like have a 9 to 5 or 401k, and I was like, that's really hot and cool. We should all be striving for that. It's just a glorification of, we need more glorification of normie culture. Normies.
Authenticity, like y'all, the everyday people.
Everyday people. The common man.
It's Texas.
Yeah, I think social media definitely plays a big part in it, because like TikTok, stuff like that right now, Blue Lady is going very viral for basically finding tricks and stuff like that. So
Really?
I feel like, so I feel like social media, TikTok definitely plays a big part into it, and it gives me some
You said a blue lady?
Blue Lady.
What's that?
She lives in Broward County, I think. I'm not sure.
Do you have a trick?
No.
Don't trick me, girl.
So, do you guys vote? Yeah. No? Okay.
None of you voted in the last election?
No one?
I voted.
I cannot vote, unfortunately.
Are you felon?
Yes.
Really? What'd you do?
You're a felon?
I am. I'm fine.
She's a bad girl.
All right, y'all. Remember, she was with the Haitians.
Get her, Joe.
So, when it comes to voting, I mean, what do you
Sorry for the better, right?
We don't know that
fellas. You don't mind.
Yeah, this should all be fellas.
Yeah. It's all fellas.
Because I don't want to make decisions anyway, so.
If you were gonna vote, and said Trump is the president now, right? And he was accused of a bunch of crimes similar to Andrew Tristan Tate. And some of those crimes worked out, some of those crimes didn't work out, but at the end of the day, most people thought that it was a witch hunt to make sure that he couldn't get elected. If you were to analyze that situation or to look at it and see if the next guy were to be accused, would that factor into your ability to vote for somebody? Would you just say because he's been accused of crimes, he's a bad person and I won't vote for him or I won't support him? Or would you be willing to sort of go deeper, look under the hood and say maybe it's not what it means, maybe they're just trying to cancel this guy because he's powerful?
Well, because I'm coming from inner city, obviously I'm always going to be willing to give someone who maybe just had like a hard upbringing, maybe, people have challenges depending on what you got locked up for, but that shouldn't automatically cancel anyone out of anything, no.
Got it.
We would never make it far in life if everybody was just sitting here trying to expose everybody, this, that, and third, not accepting you into a position or something else just because of your past. Obviously, there needs to be like hard facts supporting
Also,
your truth or whatever, but yeah, no, you're good.
Trump's crime, tell me if I'm wrong, Joe, but it was all about the $134,000 given to Stormy Daniels that was like multiplied and reported multiple times on his financial records.
Yeah, you had Stormy Daniels, Jean Carroll, shit coming out from 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. They just weaponized everything in the past in order to dirty him up. So yeah, you're right. My opinion is that when a man or potentially a woman gets to a point where they have true influence over the culture, their enemies will try to destroy them by ruining their reputation. And I'm wondering if ladies of your generation can see that for what it is, or are the allegations enough just to be like, screw that person, I can't mess with him, I can't vote with him, I can't do business with him, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't change it for me, because most of the time, majority of people probably did the same shit, you just didn't get caught and didn't do no time.
True,
so let's
right.
be real, everybody's guilty of something, we just don't get caught. So to hyperpoint fingers at people for doing shit, especially like we're talking about past tense, people grow, people change. Why are we gonna talk about something that precedes all the good I have done? Like, that's irrelevant. That's just, like you said, trying to tarnish me so that I don't make it where I'm trying to go. That's like stupid.
Real quick, ladies, I know some guys here in Miami that were kind of set up, basically, right? Tell me a story of maybe one of your friends or someone you know that set up a guy. Whether they took his money, they
Try to give them the example that you gave earlier, so they kind of understand what you're trying to.
So one guy that we know, it's a girl who pretty much like told him she was over the age of 18, and she lied about it, and they came back and asked for $1 million because
No way.
because she's under 18. So that's an example.
Mom was in on it. Mom knew about it.
Yeah.
That's
Dan
so bad.
had a full-on relationship. He thought she was of age. Mom was in. Then a few months pass. Hey, just so you know, I was underage when we first hooked up. I need $1 million right now. He said no. She ended up suing him.
He went bankrupt and lost
No
everything.
way.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say lock her and her mama.
Yeah.
Lock her and
Yeah.
Do you think that's criminal?
Yeah, I say the mom and the daughter should go to jail. He didn't do nothing wrong.
Why? Yeah, I know. She's in the wrong all the way.
Now, obviously, that's an extreme story.
Yeah.
But like, do you know, or have you heard of something like that? Maybe from someone that you might have worked with or known or whatever.
Nothing that extreme, but obviously dancers do pretend to sell the idea of sex in a VIP. Yeah, come in and dance. We have a lot of fun back there, but your idea of fun and my idea of fun is different. This is fun while I'm breakdancing back here, like,
Yeah, I'm breakdancing here. Snacks. What you mean?
How much is the back room?
It depends on where you work. Where I work, a 30-minute room is $500. A 30-minute dance.
And they can't smash?
No. That's part of dance. They don't sell pussy, they sell dances. Illegal.
Too fitting, bro.
It depends. I don't have unhappy customers. They come
Well,
back.
I can say I've never been to that room in my entire
Good for you, Fran.
trip of history. And it's because, it's funny, I just felt like, why would I want to be in that room when I can just take it home?
But what if I ain't
If
going
you-
home with you?
Well, then I'm going with somebody else.
Okay, cool.
But I bring girls sometimes anyway, so it's fine.
I was about to say.
What
See,
about
you're
you?
the kind of girl.
You heard him talk
Yeah, I bring girls with me, so I won't go home. Any scenarios that you know of?
So, one of my best friend's brothers is a big rapper, not gonna say who, confidentiality thing, but, like, someone did try and blackmail him and scam him, essentially saying, like, sex stuff or nudes, photos, stuff like that. Like, it is common, I think. Like, any type of man with money, I think, has
How
probably...
did you try to blackmail specifically? You said,
I don't know
Yeah, like
the
nudes
exact details. Basically, she was just making up a story is what happened, and so they ended up paying. And it's just really sad. I feel like
without no court stuff, just paid her.
yeah, outside of court, no police, I guess.
Wow.
Okay, so she obviously blackmail, you just don't know what it is.
I don't know the details, but I think the
How
bottom,
much you paid her?
I think like 50 grand.
Holy shit.
It's what I said. I was like, I just think a lot of men with like money and resources and, you know, have probably experienced some type of story like this.
Oh, yeah.
Damn. So, what about you? You know any?
I haven't had any personal experiences, but I think that women should go down the same way that like men go down for doing. You know, similar spiteful acts. It's really messed up.
You don't need for that.
Do you know any stories, maybe like a girl like scammed a dude or whatever? I mean, that's obviously that's. It's an extreme. We gave an extreme
It's an
example,
extreme.
but there's many different plays, I guess.
Maybe a dating app, maybe?
I mean, a doctor told me one time that like girls like go home with him after the club and try to like steal off his Rolexes. It's just
That's common.
It's been known to occur.
Yeah.
No, but that's good that you mentioned that because that actually happens to a lot of like, you know, guys that like have a good career. Like they're not familiar with this type of shit.
Yeah.
So they've been a doctor or a lawyer or, you know, you work in some type of profession. Well,
That's a big See SpongeBob SquarePants, nigga. Yo, like, what the fuck, dude?
this nigga interrupted the show, man. So,
Square as fuck.
wait. What the hell happened?
Chris Crab.
In the morning.
Chris
What?
Crab.
Bro, man. What are you doing, nigga?
Like,
Like,
change your clothes?
no, you know SpongeBob? Like, from behind? Remember when he ripped his pants? Yeah.
I didn't have pants.
Not ripped his pants, but it was showing. It was, bro, it was disgusting.
We saw way too much of Chris.
Yes,
I'll tell you that. We saw way too much of Chris. Way too much Chris. There was a lot of Chris.
Level 5, nigga. Like, please.
Okay, every time I'll be like on, you know, Twitter or whatever, and you'll see like some CCTV of like a guy going back with like a girl or two girls or whatever, and they'll take it back, and then like the girl will leave by herself, and like she robbed the guy blind. In Vegas, 2 girls killed a dude.
No way.
One time, they robbed him. And it's hotel.
He's right. If you bring 2 girls with you, that's the setup. Can I bring a friend? Nah, when you get busy one of them, the other one's stealing your shit.
Yeah, but no, that's actually
They be like,
Crazy
you want
common.
a threesome? They got your ass.
yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
And not only that, but like a lot of women or a lot of girls get away with it because the men are like, it's embarrassing to go to the police and be like, hey, bruh, I just woke up, all my stuff was gone. Who was the girl? I don't know.
Are they drunk or really drunk?
Yeah, and they don't remember anything. I mean, in Colombia, there's a whole
They blow magic dust in your face.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
in Colombia, what is it? Scopamine or something
Scopamine.
like that? That's like in Colombia that the girls do.
What did that?
This is an expert.
This is an expert. What the?
So yeah, like that's another one. Like in Colombia, like they give you guidelines on like what you got to do and what not do, and I think we did episode case.
I never be alone, for sure. What about you? Any stories you got?
I don't have like, I feel like a specific story, but I have heard, you know, just like guys that I know or whatever, they're hanging out with females and they either, hanging out with 2 of them, like you said, that's the most common, I feel. Like you bring somebody over, you really think you about to smash both of them. They're gonna smash your shit, stole it, gone, robbed you. And a lot of people, I feel like I don't know personally, but get set up like outside of, you know, a girl be like, oh, let me meet you, sugar daddy, whatever, and then they got their friends come and jump you, rob you, and then pull off.
I think that should be pretty self-explanatory. When you set a date, you should have her come to you. You don't go to her. But again,
I'm gonna meet in public, shit.
yeah, it's better.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I at a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
Why are you here the first time I saw something? It's almost the same.
I don't really have any stories other than just like people still like taking a girl back from the pub and then she takes herself.
Wait, how do you? Wait. You said the club.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
What do you mean? How do I know that?
You go to the club.
Yeah, I go to the pub.
Yo, you are a strange individual, my friend. You're 19 and lying by yourself, bro. Something is adding up.
Why is it not adding up?
She belongs to the streets.
And you mess with niggas? Oh, it's rap. You know anything.
You know. I got another question. There's a common saying, I mean, everybody's heard it in this room before, that nice guys finish last. Right, so I know that there's a lot of nice guys out there who'd like to meet a nice girl, but every time they're nice to the girl, the girl takes a gigantic shit of his life. And then I know there's a lot of mean guys out there, and they're mean, and girls treat them like kings. So, how do you feel about that? Do you think that's a fair assessment of the world, of the dating culture that we live in? Is it better to meet a nice guy, or do you prefer a guy who's a little bit rougher around the edges?
I like a nice guy. I feel like bring nice guys back. Bad boys are out. Mean people are out.
All right, fella, relax.
She likes getting sweet talk. That's what it is.
She's like, I'm wrapping up with a bowl.
No one here.
Alright, so we can start, we can work with you. You already answered, but we'll go here and then work our way back around. So,
For a nice guy or
yeah,
a bad boy?
Both. It depends. Like, I want you to be nice on the people. Somebody has to be the trigger. Someone has to be the trigger. No, you can be nice and you can be mean.
So I don't
Not
mean,
like mean, but like.
I don't mean nice like weak.
Like-
You could be like a leader and be a good man. I mean, do you want an actual good man, or do you want a guy who's just a little bit more wild?
No, I don't actually. For sure.
For sure?
All right, Captain.
No, I'm not.
Man, you're like a hard fuck right now.
Okay.
What was your last boyfriend?
Huh?
What was your last boyfriend?
We broke up.
Why?
He's too nice.
He didn't know how to be both. Okay, guys.
Okay.
The older I've gotten, definitely a nicer, like truly good man. I think when you're younger, honestly, you attract the chaos that you are. I've been chaotic. I've been in the, shit, I didn't even say I've been ratchet. I'm ratchet. So, I'm not gonna put that in the past. No, it is what it is. So I feel like, yes, that energy, I definitely younger, and like I have attracted that for sure. Do I want that? Absolutely not. The older you get, you're like, oh, that's just me matching your energy. I don't need that. I need peace, baby. Like, yeah, bring it back down. So I think the more, like, you were kind of saying with your life, the more you come into your spirituality and like connecting with God or yourself or whatever, that goes out the window. You're like, I don't need a bad boy to be about it. 30 years of being bad. I'm good. So
I'm retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No, it's just like, 30 years of being bad. Something it's just like, so you weren't up, man.
Oh, yeah.
But the pussy's gone.
I ain't even listening to the way you talk all the way.
It's like, you want this thing? You want this thing? I said, flap to the wind.
Go from talking about you wanting a bad boy to be easy and flapping in the wind.
That's what you said. Stop snitching, though. You stop snitching. We have to meet.
Go from talking about you wanting a bad boy to be easy and flapping in the wind.
That's what you said. Stop snitching, though. You stop snitching. We have to meet.
Go
a lot of average guys out there.
That's insane. That's insane.
There's a lot of average guys out there with average jobs. Maybe they're young, they're not making a whole lot of money yet, but they have a promising future. But they feel that the expectations in the dating world are unrealistic. It's the whole, you're over 6 foot, you make over 200K, you got a full head of hair, you drive a Lamborghini. And lots of guys would rather just stay at home and sit on their Xbox and stack their money than deal with the shit out there. Would you be interested in a man who's still up and coming but a good guy, or does he have to have the Rolex in the crib, in the car for you to even talk to him?
But I mean, at what age are we talking? A 20-year-old figuring life out? Sure, but if you're 40 and still trying to figure life out, and not on the path to something?
Well, look, everybody's got a story, right? So what if he's 28, 30,
Okay.
33, right? And he's like, look, I'm in school, I'm working my way through life, I got a plan, I got a vision, I'm executing it, but I'm not there yet, right? I can't take you to the Carbone, but I can take you to, the Waffle House or Chipotle, right? Is that a deal breaker?
No, not for me. I don't have a problem building. You're pretty much asking, will I build with a man? And
Okay,
yes,
yeah.
I would.
Okay.
I'm okay building, I'm okay putting in effort, I'm okay contributing and help. As a woman, you're supposed to be the counterpart to help your man grow, biblically speaking, religiously speaking. So as a helpmate, you got a plan, you got a purpose, bet this is what we're gonna do. And I think sometimes a man just lacks the right partner to make it to where they're trying to go.
I like it. I think that's fair. What do you think?
Do you want to know something interesting?
Sure.
So, no, shut up. Please stop. I hate when you talk. Hit me out. So, the way that I found out that essentially, in theory, men don't like women over 25 because our eggs are expired was through Andrew Tate. No one else told me that your fertility decreases after 25 except for Andrew Tate. And I was sitting in the car with my mom, and I was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, why didn't anybody tell me? And I know that's stupid, are you supposed to know? But it's like, no one's telling women that except for Tate pieces after 25, except for Andrew Tate. And I was sitting in the, now that essentially in theory, men don't like women over 25 because our eggs are expired was through Andrew Tate. No one else told me that your fertility decreases after 25 except for Andrew Tate. And I was sitting in the car with my mom, and I was like, why didn't you tell me? Like, why didn't anybody tell me? And I know that's stupid, are you supposed to know? But it's like, no one's telling women that except for Tate. And it's like, that's why people hate him, because you're told as a young woman to go have fun, go figure your life out, go figure yourself out, experience people. You're not told, hey, just so you know, your fertility is going to decrease around the age of 25. You should build with a man. You should be a biblical woman. You should meet someone and grow together. They're telling everybody the complete opposite. And so, honestly, a little part of my mission is to spread Tate's message, because if I didn't know, and I mean, I consider myself a kind of high IQ person, it's like, there's no way a bunch of other girls know. There's no way they know.
There's a whole biological thing that women are scared of is the concept that our eggs are running out. So we are aware. I just don't think women are processing it properly.
They're not.
Well, hold on, let me ask you this then. How many of you ladies knew that?
I knew it.
Yeah.
Like, you overtly knew it, that after 25
But
you
they're
was going to drop
older.
off?
These women are
We are
did you know
older.
at a teen she had no idea?
What about you? Were you aware of that, or like?
Yeah. Well, your age month.
I was in fourth.
Sex education.
Okay.
I'm not.
I was gonna say, yeah, and then the sex ed.
For y'all, the younger, they don't talk about it anymore, so they just go in unaware. Yeah, I mean.
When did you guys find out?
And
that,
sex ed, I feel like in high school, they told us, you got all the eggs you will ever have when you were born, and you're gonna wear them out until you hit menopause, and you're done.
Yeah, so menopause is way down. Like, when did you know, figure out, okay, maybe, I I should have probably maybe settled down younger. Like, at what age?
Well, I mean, I had
did you think it was?
children right away.
Okay.
So I was 20 when I was pregnant with my first son. So I put my eggs to work, and then I tied up the fact that I said, no, I'm done.
What about you? Found out, you said, how old were you?
Like 25.
You found out at 25. What about you? When did you find out? Let's say, oh man, as I get older, it gets a little bit harder. Don't you got a felony?
Yeah, we still need details on that, by the way. We'll find out today, but you guys, I don't know, you all need to know. I really need to know. It was fraud, but scammer.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
By the way, just so you know, for tonight, Myron's Asian.
Actually, the Haitians hate me.
Why?
Except.
Yeah, it's a long story. That's a long story. But yeah, sorry, you were saying, when did you find out? Like, how old were you roughly?
Roughly, I feel like in my early 20s, but as I've gotten older, I feel like my opinion has changed. Like, I know women doctors that, like, have kids at 32, like, 35, like, they're in their 40s.
You think that's the strategy, though? Wait until you're older like that to find a guy?
I think it depends on your situation. I mean, she's a dentist, she's a doctor, she went to doctorate school, so...
Oh, the woman you work with?
Well, this is a doctor I worked with in the past,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
But,
Alright.
I mean, she's super successful, she lives in...
Does she have a guy now?
Yeah, she's married. Lives
Alright.
in Sunny Isle, super successful, so it's like, that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'm not in a rush.
Alright.
You can do that in IVF, but if I can be devil's advocate, there is the whole moral debate about IVF because you're killing off the embryos. If you're like a super pro-life like anti-abortionist, there is an issue within like the super hardcore Christian Catholic community of doing IVF because of that. So I just devil's advocate putting that out there.
Alright, would you have some?
No, checks.
Oh, we could. What about you guys? Like, when did you, or do you still not, like, when did you find out, like, okay, I should probably settle down sooner? Or, no, you saw us. Yeah.
Honestly,
Or do you not feel that way? You could be like, you might be like her, and you might say, I don't feel like that, I don't care, but, you know, I got forever.
I mean, I ain't got forever now, but I've also, I mean, I learned, in like developmental psychology, anatomy, all that when I was in college, and then like obviously in sex ed, you learn about it, and for me though, I was never, I mean, I'm neither here nor there on like, oh my god, I gotta have kids. I mean, haven't thought about it.
She just said earlier today, I'm finna just be auntie.
Yeah, so I'm just be auntie, and be like, I'm good.
You also know that smoking the green stuff fries your eggs faster too.
Really?
Baby, I've been fried since I was 13, and these eggs probably all already fried. Baby, you ain't got nothing. Got it. I'm auntie for real, okay? Auntie for real, she auntie. Yeah. I didn't know that either.
Alright, guys, quick word from our sponsor for the actual show. Cue the music. And now for a paid advertisement from a wallet. Quick question. How much control do you have over your money right now? Technology has changed everything. Now it's changing how money works. Crypto started as a niche, now it's going mainstream. Faster payments, more control, fewer middlemen. This isn't hype, it's just where things are going. And get started today easier than you think. Rumble Wallet can buy Bitcoin, hold dollar-backed stable coins, and even own digital gold backed by real gold all in one place. It's a non-custodial crypto wallet, which means you, not a bank or platform, controls access to your funds. Setup is simple. Because with MoonPay, so you can use your debit card, credit card, or bank account, and be up and running in minutes. And for a limited time, you can start your wallet with $5 US stablecoin, USAT, but download Rumble Wallet and entering promo code FRESH5 when you sign up now. You can even use Rumble Wallet to support favorite creators like ourselves directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code, the link down below, wallet.rumble.com/fresh, and download Rumble Wallet today. From there, you can set up your wallet as a promo code FRESH again to get your $5 in stablecoin USAT. And it's free, by the way, limited time offer, so act now. Take control of your money. Start today, Rumble Wallet. Thank you. Fresh 5. Alright. We'll do some chats as well before we head up. We should go over to Rumble, right? Chat first, cool. Alright. Let's run it. Yeah, by the way, Joe, so
I see why you left the dating pool because, bro, dating nowadays is so tough.
It's all risk too.
It's very risky as well.
Yeah.
For a guy.
Yeah, I'm glad to be out of that shit.
Smart man. We got DJ Build. Shout out to him. Free the Tate'S. The Tate'S lawyer. Right? Is that who I think it is? Cool. Pretty cool.
Salute.
Shout out to DJ Build, by the way. Chase the man. I've wrote and prepared better questions for ladies. I am ready to ask ladies some good questions. Do you want me to call in? Any redemption, especially after what happened last Friday? Oh, you can call in, bro. Yeah.
What happened last Friday?
Give him the phone number. No, he called in with a question that wasn't the best question, but he still tried his best, so he's better now. Shout out to Chase the man. We got, any more? Miguel Zavala. Hey, don't let Frederick sponsors. Their stock goes down every time he does. Actually, funny story. Well, no, there's no sponsors. So, fuck you. We got money over here, and I will never start reading because I've been sponsors, nigga, so shut up. What's that called? By the way, see, ladies, they roast us too. Yeah, they do.
Yes.
Anonymous. Can you write letters to the bros in jail?
Yes, you can. There's an address. I'll post it to my Twitter after we get out of here tonight. But there's Tate something at Gmail. I can't remember the name of it right now. We just came up with it the other day. We got like 9,000 letters already. So keep writing them. We actually print them out and let them read them all the time. So we appreciate the support. And if you're a nut job or write some kind of crazy letter, we'll just shred it because that's what we do. But thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, support Tate'S. All right, so you know what we'll do? Let's go over to Rumble so we can get crazy over there, cut off YouTube and kick it everything else. So come on over to Rumble, guys. Solo. You know what's funny? I had this question that might be a little too much for you because
Nah, you're good, bro. Trust me. Been around a long time.
So I guess what constitutes as rape in Florida? Oh no, okay. I'm gonna say it.
There goes YouTube.
Okay. Come on, man. I meant grape.
Now you can say
You know
it.
what? We're good now. We're gonna go great. So what? Yeah. So what constitutes as that? You know.
Well, let's just talk about it generally because the law is kind of the same everywhere. It has to do with penetration without consent. That's like the short, sort of straight up version of it. So the idea is like, is sex consensual or non-consensual? Does it involve penetration? And if it's non-consensual, and if it involves penetration of any orifice, it's rape. So the idea how it's weaponized, especially against the Tate brothers and other people, is there's a consensual relationship that happens for a long time, and then at some point somebody's got an axe to grind or a gripe with you, and they say, yeah, actually that thing that we did 2 years ago on the 17th of January, I didn't really want that, so I'm pushing it to the ground now. And they revoke consent post facto, and then you have to fight a case. So they
Haram!
Yeah, it is haram. Yeah, so that's the unfortunate reality. It's how the justice system gets weaponized against men. Because, usually penetrations go one way.
It's fucked up.
Most of the time.
Now, ladies in the room, have you ever been raped before? We'll start here.
No.
No?
God damn. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that.
It's a tough question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's terrible. Now, if you don't mind sharing, because this is more of a private setting here, was it someone close to you? Was it someone that you knew from before? You didn't know?
One time it was somebody I knew. The other times it was just people passing through in college. I don't know them, so yeah, that's what I mean. Passing through.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it was.
I'm really sorry that happened to you.
No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, as a child, I was raped by an uncle when I was like 7, I want to say.
I'm sorry, that's super unfair.
It is, but I've healed. God is good. I'm still here, I'm still growing.
Is he in jail?
No. Like most children, I kept it to myself. I don't know, for shame, fear, whatever. I confessed to my family in my 20s. I think I was about 21 when I finally confessed to my family. And it was only because he moved to Florida to be close to where I was, and it just freaked me out as an adult now. And my family kind of like put him out. We've never seen him again. The whole family doesn't even know. It was only like few people that I told, so obviously we weren't going to press charges or anything of that nature. It wasn't even something we wanted the whole family to know.
Well, that's terrible. It's fucked up. He should be in jail.
Okay.
And I asked that question because, real victims do need to have, like, said it, because whoever is responsible needs to be put in jail for life. Now, when it's not real, men are put in jail for nothing. And this is the issue I have with a lot of cases with men here in Florida, especially, something around the world, is women will come and say, what you said before, it's consensual, and then take it back and then put them in jail, or sue them or whatever. In your opinion, what should happen to those girls?
I hate those women. Take them.
Absolutely.
They should get whatever they thought they were going to do to somebody else, because women like that make it, number one, hard for actual victims to step forward, because it's already hard enough to speak. We didn't do anything, but you still feel shame. It's just natural. This happened to me. And that, so it's already not easy to come forward and say anything, and then you've got women who are just doing it just because and making it harder for the women who actually go through it, because then it eventually gets exposed. She was lying, and now the next woman who comes forward, you got the stain from someone else who doesn't even have anything to do with me. But because, we've got all these women publicly accusing people, falsely accusing men, it does make it hard for the everyday woman to even think about coming forward.
That's the sad part.
Yeah.
I guess
They're fucking it up for real victims.
We're victims.
Sure.
Don't want to say because all the noise.
They're exploiting a situation for personal gain. That's what exploitation is. And they're using the horrific nature of the crime and everything that accompanies it to weaponize it against an innocent man, while simultaneously taking the power away from actual victims who suffer these horrific acts. And it's, the candle burns at both ends. It discredits the community of women who've been raped, and it makes it very hard for innocent men to go out there and function in the world. An allegation, and that's it, your life is over. That's a bunch of horseshit. That shouldn't happen either. So it's very bad. It needs to stop. And the only way it can actually stop is that women need to charge on it. Men have been screaming about it forever, but no one's ever going to listen to us. We need good women to step up and say, this is really bad, and it should stop for a multitude of different reasons.
Fair.
Could there ever be laws written in where it's saying that, exactly what you just mentioned, where it's if you want to explain it?
Well, if you falsely accuse someone, isn't that literally filing a false police report? Why aren't there charges brought against people who are? Because like you said, just an accusation. It can be proven false, it can be dropped, but that stain still sticks with people. Why doesn't it come backwards on the person who started the whole mess?
It can, to some extent. We're suing one of Andrew's wrongful accusers in Palm Beach for defamation, tortious interference with business relationships, all different other kinds of damages. But that's a civil remedy, generally, especially when you're a woman. If you avail yourself to the justice system, you're protected. Because you're protected, you can weaponize it often without consequence. That's the problem. So to your point, we need courageous women who run for office and who will have the courage to legislate and say that this stuff should change. And that's a generational change that needs to happen, and it doesn't happen without the right people in office.
What would the law be? Because saying that defamation doesn't seem like a one-to-one ratio. If you're being accused of rape, in theory, if I'm accusing someone of rape and they would get, let's just say, 7 years and a huge fine, if it comes to light that this is a false accusation, I think I should get 7 years and a large fine. What is the wording there?
It's hard to say. Look, I'll tell you a little story. I became an attorney because my own brother was wrongfully accused and subsequently convicted of a crime he didn't commit.
Oh, wow.
He was 15 years in jail for a crime he absolutely did not commit. I said, I was a street guy before that happened. No real path in life. Jesus had found me a few years earlier. I didn't know where I was going, and I figured out where I would go once that happened. Now, I told my brother and my mom and dad, look, I'm going to become a lawyer to go to school, try to get him out. And look, I couldn't do fractions, never mind get a doctorate in law. It took me 10 years to become a lawyer, and I wasn't able to help my brother. He maxed out when I became a lawyer. He did 10 years, 5 in the box. And he's a broken human being now because of what happened. And then I went to, as a legal intern for a year and a half, I went to work for an organization called the Innocence Project. So if you hear about guys who did 30 years, 20 years in jail, and then they subsequently get exonerated through DNA evidence, they were innocent the whole time. The woman accused them of a crime, and nobody believed that these guys were saying that they were innocent. But DNA exonerates them later. You know, it points to someone else, it wasn't you, so on and so forth. They get out, they sue, but they never get their life back. They get some money. Lots of times they don't know how to use it, how to invest it, how to spend it. No one can give you 30 years back, 20 years back, 10 years back. It's gone forever. And there's currently no criminal remedy for anybody to say, you know what, that person should be in jail. That person should get the friggin' electric chair for what they did to me. Nothing like that exists. So to your question, it would take some pretty intelligent people who have experience with the conviction work to reverse engineer this stuff and to get a crime, a penal code on the books that says if you falsely accuse somebody of rape and it's proven, you have a mandatory minimum of 20 years in jail.
All right, and then I think more women would think twice is that there is no punishment, you know?
There's no punishment, but there is an incentive.
The punishment that you were seeking on behalf of other person, you should receive if you are falsely convicting them, falsely accusing them.
I agree. Well said. What do you think? What should the punishment be? So like, book them?
Yeah, book them, take them straight to jail. Like, that's horrible and heinous. Can't lie on people. Like, that's horrible. Plus, also, isn't there like a statute of limitations? Like, when somebody...
That's true.
Yeah, so it's a good point that you bring up. If you look at the Me Too movement, when it happened, New York and some other states passed the law saying, we're going to create this one-year exception to reopen the books and statute of limitations. So if you were raped in the year 1917, the guy's still around, you can get him. So that's how they went after Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, all these other people who just conjured up shit from a million years ago. You couldn't possibly prove it or disprove it. It was your word against somebody else's word, and these guys all went down. And that's sort of, it opened up the can of worms and opened up the floodgates for everybody to come after men. And it hasn't stopped since. It's fundamentally wrong and evil and unjust, but we're still dealing with it right now. That's why Andrew and Tristan are dealing with the situation that they're in, because it's so easy to accuse a man and wreck his life. And it costs you all your money and all your fame and all your influence to be able to fight it. And that's why we need help, especially from women when it comes to these guys, because people are scared to speak out for them. And it's an unfortunate thing.
I could plug a few of Fishback's policies that are relevant to this if you guys are interested.
Sure.
So the first one being he's very... I mean, it is relevant. You're talking about writing these things into law. This man is running for Florida governor. He's running for Florida governor. Thank you, Fresh. So essentially, just against the believe all women narrative, where essentially he wants to write into law where exactly what we've been talking about. If you falsely accuse someone of a crime and you're offering them, let's just say you want 5 years and $500,000, if it comes back that you're falsely accusing them, then you will receive that punishment. He also wants to do a marriage law, which I'm curious on how this would actually play out, but I think it's a really, really great ideology where just to strengthen the nuclear family marriages in the state of Florida, kind of going back to cheating being a misdemeanor. He wants essentially where if you were to cheat on your spouse or partner, you would lose everything 100%. You would lose your kids, you would lose the income, you would lose everything. So it disincentivizes divorce.
That's interesting. Look, the nuclear family is important, and divorce should be disincentivized. Criminal, I'm just not a fan of criminal allegations or consequences for everyday life unless it's actually criminal. I understand the point to save the family. It's a good point. I think the higher question or the higher rule is that people should just work to not be divorced. When I made a covenant with my wife in front of God in the church, I agreed to never divorce her. As a Catholic man, there is no divorce option. So no matter what happens, we're going to ride until the wheels fall off until one of us check out, because it's my job to get her to heaven and it's her job to get me there. And she's not perfect, I'm not perfect. Mistakes are going to be made along the way. And we just got to forgive each other. We because I believe in a God who forgives me. I'm less than perfect, and if I don't forgive, who am I to ask him for anything? So forgiveness, love, that's got to play into it as well. I get the criminal consequences point. It's a good sort of militaristic approach to say, hey, the family needs to be saved, but it's hard to save the family when you abandon God.
It's hard to, sorry. It's hard to write in morality, but I love what you just said about marriage, that it is a covenant between your wife, yourself, and God, because that's the problem. The divorce rate is so high because most people think marriage is just a fun little thing for Instagram so you can get married or have kids or post that you're a MILF, but it is a lifelong covenant.
Yeah.
And that needs to be emphasized in the culture, in my opinion.
Look, the breakdown of the family is a real thing. My mom and dad met working at Nathan's in Brooklyn when they were 16, and then they've been together for 50-something years. I've seen them go up and down and left and right. I know as a young man, I gave them 100 reasons to get divorced, but they stuck it out. And I was given that example, and it taught me how to stick it out as well. There are generational curses that pass down through families, like rape and molestation and all these other horrible things, but there are also generational blessings that can be passed down if you're willing to bless your children. And one of those examples is how to stay together. Unfortunately, that seems to be lost on the world that we live in.
So just to make sure, so you said the law is like basically it's going to be like a mirror on the person, like so if like they accuse you of XYZ and it's found that that was false, you can be charged with those same exact charges?
In theory, to my understanding, yes.
At least catch the penalty for it.
That would be good. And you can do that, obviously, for Florida governor. Then you said there was where if like the cheating spouse loses everything in divorce, so like if they don't or they're not entitled to what they would have been entitled to.
Yes, in theory, you would lose everything.
So the guy cheats, right? But he made all the money.
He loses it all.
God damn.
To incentivize the nuclear family, there are so many statistics. With two-parent households being extremely more successful than people one-parent household, especially fatherless children, as we all know, tend to commit the most crime.
So how would you lose it? Like, would it be like, again, it's his thing, it's written, right? So I don't know, but like, how would he go about that? Like, would it go?
I have no idea, Myron.
Yeah. Okay.
I just thought we were speaking on the policies. We're talking about we need people to write these policies into law, and so I said, hey, I know a guy. Let me talk about this real quick.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Cool.
but you don't know the specifics.
I don't know the specifics.
Okay, so that's fine. And then, you said something about, or no, I asked you earlier, what states what states had a criminal for cheating?
16.
16
Wow.
states make it.
Wow.
I don't think they're really prosecuted though in practice.
For felonies, Idaho, Massachusetts, Michigan,
Felonies?
Oklahoma, and Wisconsin.
Wow.
It's a felony to cheat there?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
Don't go to those states.
So say so. Okay. Let's just give us a state where it's a felony, and then the states it's a felony.
All the enforcement in these states are virtually non-existent or considered legally vulnerable.
Okay.
And others that are misdemeanors: Arizona, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, Maryland, Minnesota, Mississippi, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Utah, Virginia.
And it's an arrestable offense, misdemeanor.
Yes.
And then the other, which
And Georgia was the other.
In Georgia, which ones are the felonies again?
Massachusetts, Michigan, Oklahoma, and Wisconsin.
Damn, to cheat, bro. That's crazy.
Is that like a civil or a
No, it's criminal.
criminal?
It's criminal felony. Like, that's why I said, hey, which states
That's
had
what
it?
I wanted to double
I
check.
knew some states had it on the books as criminal. I just didn't know which ones it was.
Well, listen,
And I didn't know that there was felony.
I was kidding. I never cheated on anybody in my life.
Really?
But I could, but I never did.
Wow.
And of course, they have to be married, right? They have to be married.
Sure definition.
Yes.
Yeah. So fun fact. Like, when I did stuff, I was single. I met somebody I don't cheat. So,
You get into exclusive relationships?
No, but
Okay. What are you talking about
I
right
did
now?
that choice like Joe would.
Okay, if you were to
I
make
will
a
be
covenant.
faithful.
But it's important for people to realize that you gotta actually be married for it to be like the crime in the states. And then, what is the cheating concept between like actual like sex?
Penetration, right? Penetration.
Yeah, that actually is no cheating counting. Yeah, that's
Right,
emotional
so
cheating
it's probably-
counting.
No, but if it's codified in law, they need something
Concrete, yeah, measurable.
concrete. So I'm assuming it probably needs to be sex for it to be. Damn, what did you? go to jail for felony for banging another chick.
It's insane.
For having a side chick.
It's a slow Tuesday, you want a little strange. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. I don't like
Wisconsin.
not so bad. Yeah. For the guy though, come on, man.
Gotta pay the bills, take care of the house.
Oh, cut it out.
I think that's
Cut it
A
out.
little strange here and there.
So, alright. I know we got some chats
Yeah,
here.
we do.
We can read them.
Oh yeah, actually Connecticut is recently decriminalized.
Connecticut made it criminalized recently?
Decriminalized.
Decriminalized.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Where are we at here? And I think we got one guy that needs to call that too, right now.
Yeah, we got chat.
Okay.
Chase.
Yeah. Oh no, it's two. No, it's two because he's him too. First, Google, my wife keeps yelling at me, and then wait.
Yeah, no, flash him.
I was gonna say.
No. He changed the actual search phrase.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so let's look it up real quick. First, Google my wife keeps yelling at me and get the lady's response. After that, Google my husband keeps yelling at me.
He doesn't want to call it.
No, he wants us to look it up.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Hey guys, if you send in 100 and you call and you're calling in, put the last four of your numbers so please Mo knows.
Kat says, no man will ever bring a bill to law to hold women accountable. I'm sorry, girls. No one believes you were raped unless the man you're accusing went to prison. Never believe women.
Jeez. Damn. Who hurt you, bro?
I'm not gonna lie though.
Sorry, actually, no, I'm not.
Alright, what else? Mr. McBride, a tremendous belly, is 304, so deserved this time. He's got better stuff to focus on, like freeing the bros. But then I'm first, thank you guys, appreciate you.
Yes.
What else we got? And, do the Google thing, right?
I gotta put it all together. Alright, and then we do your questions as well.
Alright, you could change the world if you could tag 2-3 girls with a Rico for next touchdown high network.
Yeah, you could actually.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Oh no, remember the post on my page? Can you show it real quick? One lady was actually put in jail for 6 years for lying on businessman in Hong Kong. So hopefully that spreads more, but who knows?
Alright, Captain Time says, women are like roller coasters. The way is long, but the ride is short. Women are kind of like rocks. We skip the flat ones and leave the big ones. Modern relationships and fat people never seem to work out. 304s are like a piñata because she lets everybody hit it and split it. Her Instagram might be private, but her includers for the public.
Yo!
Modern poetry.
Yeah.
Cam is so funny, bro.
Shakespeare. 304 speaks from Shakespeare.
It's so funny.
What else we got?
Hey, Joe, I have a question. I'm not sure if you asked this already, but earlier when we talked about accusations of a girl accusing a guy of rape, right?
Right.
How can a guy, for example, if a guy wants to take a girl home, how can he defend that possibility of a girl accusing him of anything? Like, should he have her sign an NDA? Like, how should he go about that?
So
She can go around and say,
yeah, so it's a good question. There are a lot of answers to it. Witnesses often help.
Witnesses to sex?
Witnesses to the initial encounter and the initial relationship. It's a bad idea to take a girl home in the world that we live in on the first night or even on the second night. So
I mean, I'm trying to smash.
I know you're trying to smash, but that smash will lead to your ass in jail too.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, we don't want that. So I mean, I'm serious. The first or second time that you're out with a girl, the propensity for you to go to prison or to be falsely accused of something is exponentially higher. So wait it out and create a paper trail. You need to make sure that somebody's of age. If you meet somebody in a bar 21 and over, it doesn't mean that she's of age. And if, look, you're going home the next day, you send a follow-up message. Last night was beautiful. Last night was great.
Aftercare.
I'm glad you're 21.
I'm old to that shit.
You know,
I'm glad you're 20.
It's in, right?
Cover your ass. I am out with security with groups of guys all the time, and Andrew or Tristan or whoever, the big guys in the car, and they'll meet somebody and they'll literally be like, "Are you of sound mind, sound heat, somebody?" And how old are you? Where's your license? And this is from the captain. right? And then we can go to the next place. That's how I got these guys rolling in the world right now, because it's that serious. Absent that type of proof, it's nearly impossible to line up your case, which makes you an easy target if you're in it for the one-night stand. So choose between the one-night stand and your future and your bank account. Choose wisely, because everything's on the line.
Yeah.
So I think that's the most honest answer I can give you.
It's crazy, but
That's actually
that's
crazy.
what we are
Very,
now.
very smart.
Yeah.
It's bad, fellas. It's really bad.
Because the sad part is like a girl can regret it and then try to say, oh, it's rape now because I feel like it. That's really what
I
we
feel
are.
like that's where most false accusations come
Yes,
from.
yeah.
A girl's taking back that she, had a little fun last night, but she don't want to say it out loud the next day, and it's, oh no, he raped me. I wouldn't have slept with him.
So they didn't get paid or they didn't get something. Like it's like they didn't like the outcome. Like they can censor at the time, but they didn't like the outcome. So you know what? That's it. Fuck that. They changed the way happens.
So can we do like tapes? Can we do like rallies? Just make sure that Right? No.
Yes, you can.
You can?
You can do it. You can send text messages as well.
Jojo, he means like actual sex tape.
Yeah. Like, to make sure it's just gonna sit there. Right, Joe?
I like the text receipts because that's text is in writing, so you know that they were actually consensual with that moment. So that's really good too.
Look, that's one of the things with Puffy too. It's like, look, you're gonna roll a tape. It's all consensual. Nobody was saying no. It's a part of my defense.
Smart, bro.
Yeah.
Lead into it. You know, you just
But
gotta be
don't
smart.
secretly record it though.
Yeah.
That will get you in trouble.
Tell her
that.
Tell her.
Yeah.
That's against the law.
Some of you niggas are weirdos that put cameras in your bedroom and shit like that. You could go to jail for that. So make sure.
Yeah, don't be creep about it.
People like, I got a sex tape.
Yeah.
From where? Oh, you got one for real?
Yeah, you gotta be careful, bro.
They're gonna be like this.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
It's, I don't want to say counter signal, but it's really been on my mind about the whole Ron DeSantis thing. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
I'm just so curious because I had seen the press releases time after time again where Ron was like, the Tate'S are not welcome in Florida. And I was just wondering, did you guys know about that? Like, why did they come here? Because that has really been weighing on me. Because I feel like that was kind of the core issue. Because if Ron is going to go for president, he kind of needs to stand on business and continue what he said.
Ron DeSantis will never be president.
Woo!
That's for,
Okay.
that is for certain. When Andrew and Tristan landed last March, that was March of 25. As soon as they touched down, an announcement was made, and Ron DeSantis treated these guys like they were terrorists and like they were not American citizens. I don't even know if you realize that they were American citizens. But he said, you're not welcome here. You shouldn't be here. I don't know how it's come to this, but we're going to investigate you. We're going to turn the screws to you. We're going to find something. Now, Andrew's innocent. Tristan is innocent. And we opened ourselves up to an investigation. We welcomed the investigation from the statewide prosecution's office. The investigation was cleared at some point. Andrew knew he was innocent the whole time. So it was interesting. And so he went around the country, whether we were in LA, New York, Vegas, and he just dragged DeSantis all over the place. F you, Ron. I'm here, Ron. Come get me, Ron. Send your, AG, Ron. I'm here. Because that is how an innocent man behaves when a despotic midget from the government says, we're going to come get you because you're 2 feet taller than I am, and I wish I had your freaking life. The guy's a bum. He's a scrub. And he hates everything about Andrew because he's a jealous freaking loser. So he's working. It's my understanding from what I've been told that he is a material participant in the scheme to get them into work with the UK. The AG from Florida wrote a letter to the UK when they were here last time, like, do you want to extradite?
That's insane.
UK was like, we have an agreement. But at some point, these guys are winning, and when they went to DC to exercise their First Amendment rights, they were invited to private parties, and they also met with some congressmen, people in government. They have a right to do that and not be penalized for it under the First Amendment. But they had real proximity to real power, right? They were with some of the most high-ranking people in government. And I think that the UK and other people in the world that really hate these guys said it's now or never. Or never, because the next step is the resolute desk. It's the Oval Office. And if that happens, it's really over. So they grabbed him and they got him and they hurt him. And they hurt him at the worst time because Todd Blanche is up for, he's the AG, he's up for confirmation to be the Attorney General of the United States. The midterms are coming, and most of the people in Congress are some of the most weak, pathetic, and unimpressive people I've ever met in my life. They don't give a shit about you, they don't give a shit about me. They only care about getting reelected and making sure they line their pockets. So I don't think any meaningful counterfight will come until the election's passed. Right now it's on us to shoulder this burden. But I think Ron DeSantis is a corrupt joke, and that his AG is just as pathetic. And if they're responsible for the Republican Party losing Gen Z, Gen Alpha, and the corresponding manosphere that comes with that, the sort of Joe Rogan, fresh and fit, Sean Ryan, Andrew Tate crew, they're not going to win the next election without it. Good luck to them. AOC will be president, and she'll deserve to be president because you will have freaking ruined it. So this is a midget who puts his own ambitions and interests above the Constitution. And, we're going to fight him around every hill and every corner until we win because the truth is on our side. He's not a good man.
That was so base. That was way more than I was expecting. Thanks for that. No, thank you so much. That was so insightful. So just to clarify, it seems as if the state of Florida, Ron, the AG, they were going to be prosecuting, as you said, they're chasing them around regardless if they came back to Florida. Do you think that they were going to extract them from another state in the United States?
No, I don't. Okay. We've been everywhere. And, I really think that it was a bit of a confluence of events, a bit of a perfect storm. You have an AG and a governor here that don't like them, and then you have the fact that the tripwire was activated in DC, right? And a call was made from DC to say that these guys are coming to Miami, and you better get them because their proximity to power is too real. They're everywhere, whether it's at the UFC, whether it's on Capitol Hill, whether it's in Dubai with the Crown Prince so-and-so, or all over the world. They're jet setting all over the world. They're not making any mistakes. We got to get them now. If we don't get them now, whoever Trump picks for the next election, they're going to back him. He's going to win.
Yeah.
And DeSantis wants to be president, and that's a material part of it. A monkey. If you're plugged in and if you can see this for what it is, and I have a sense that you very much are. It's 2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, that's the record breakdown. You got the. Oh yeah.
Okay, so these questions are for Joe. They're not really for us, so this is good.
Let's go. Let me Joe.
How do the Tate's pick women for children?
That's a good question.
Someone's trying to get out that.
So it really depends on a few things. Obviously, beauty is a factor. Competency and intelligence is a factor. The ability to understand their lifestyle is another factor. They typically have children with the same women over and over again. So there are multiple baby moms, and there are lots of children. But if you've sort of worked your way into that part of their life and you're loyal to them and you love them, you understand them, they're all making babies. They're trying to raise their own army, and they're doing a hell of a job at it.
What's been the most challenging part of representing Andrew Tate?
The most challenging
Well, that's this question. It's not a bad question.
The most challenging part is dealing with Tate derangement syndrome, right? So Trump, people had Trump derangement syndrome. Trump, you gotta go crazy. Put him in jail, lock him up, throw away the key. You don't even know what's going on. You just want to lock him up and throw away the key. He's automatically guilty because you can't see past your stupidity. Same thing with Tate. He triggers people viscerally. Meanwhile, his core message is you should believe in yourself. You're 19 years old, and right now there's another 19-year-old working on AI, perfecting herself in the gym, saving her money, saving her crypto. Do you want to be the 19-year-old who's 23-year-old and she becomes a billionaire, or do you want to watch the girl next to you become that billionaire? That could be you. That's his message. That's his message, but people want to cancel him because of it. So that's sort of the cross-section of the frustration that I have.
Has he helped any of you ladies with making more money or figuring out how things work or anything like that? Or?
No, but when I was interviewing the woman propaganda, he said that he got big because of Hustlers University.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Anybody else? No?
No.
You should join. It's great.
Tate also, like Luke Belmar, took the Hustlers University strategy, and I made money after listening to Luke Belmar, so it's kind of,
Okay, so what you're saying.
Look up to Johnny Walker.
So, all right.
Studied.
I studied.
If you could clear up one misunderstanding about the case, what would it be?
One misunderstanding, there's a lot of misunderstandings about the case. Let's see, don't listen to the mainstream media, it's all horseshit. Don't believe the allegations against him. The allegations are so despicable, they're so heinous, they're designed to provoke an emotional reaction from you and just be like, oh, they must be true. There's this idea that if the Department of Justice is speaking, if the media is backing them up, that there's institutional credibility, and you should be able to see past that at this point because it's a big, gigantic load of shit.
And the DOJ doesn't even, they're just doing what the Brits want at this point. So it's, all right, what's the biggest misconception people have about your client? Well, I'll say clients, both brothers.
Andrew and Tristan are very different. Andrew is one of the most compassionate, caring, and kind people I've ever been around. Everywhere we go, he's just a genuine gentleman to everybody. He helps strangers all the time. I've never seen an interaction with any woman in the world that hasn't been positive. Everywhere we go, people love him and love Tristan. There's this idea that they're villains. He said they were holding court with some of the most high-ranking people in government. And that is, if they're in a subway in New York or if they're in a palace in Dubai, that's the way it goes. And Tristan's one of the most brilliant, well-read people I've ever met. I mean, the guy...
Smart. History buff.
Yeah, me too. I've read like 1,000 books, and he's read like 1,000 books. So we get to have these really in-depth conversations that sometimes other people can't participate in because we're so well-read. And that's a real pleasure to be around when him and I are in a jet somewhere for 11 hours talking about the fundamentals of war and why the Battle of Austerlitz was won by Napoleon. And nobody else understands because we're a bunch of freaking geeks.
Do you think he would be extradited with Romania? I think he meant to owing Tate money still.
So, what's the question?
Yeah, can you ask this? It's a good question, I just trying to make sure. Okay. Here, I'll have you read it. Can you pass it to her? So she can make sure you know.
Just explain it any way you want.
Do you think that they're going to extradite you like they're still making money? And it's kind of like a shield for him right now with the UK case going on?
So, do I think that they'll extradite them to the UK over Romania? Is that the question? Our hope is that if it doesn't work out here and they have to get extradited, that they should go to Romania. I had a guy come to me a couple of years ago, and he's an Israeli guy, and he said, hey, I need you to help me with this situation. I said, okay, what is it? So I got a divorce judgment in Tel Aviv against my wife. We got divorced. I came out on top of that because, she was wrong, and the court sided with me. He came back after traveling abroad and came back to New York City and found his ex-wife living in his house. She was like squatting there, and then she sued him and won in New York and took all his shit, right? So he came to me. No, I just had a subsequent divorce proceeding and sued him in New York and won. But because because there was a judgment already in Israel, I was able to take that to the court and say, hey, this should control. The judge was like, it does control, get the hell out of here, and he won. So to your point, why am I bringing that up? Because Israel's judgment in this situation here is Romania. Our justice system in England should be respectful of Romania. It's the most expensive prosecution in Romanian history. There's been a lot of money invested by the government and a lot of money invested by the brothers to defend themselves. So that should be able to play out before ever he goes to England.
So I actually know I forgot to ask this question on the first podcast. We didn't have time, but I'll ask it now. How does Romania feel about England cutting the line? Because there was an agreement in place that, look, we're going to let the judicial process play out in Romania first, then we'll come in with our, charges. And they cut the line, and this was agreed upon beforehand. Now they're cutting the line, getting them in the United States, trying to get them to England without the judicial process finishing in Romania. How does the Romanian government feel about that as far as compared to the UK?
So Romanians are very proud. If you're a Romanian who loves your country, and if you're a member of the government who believes that Romania should be the greatest country in the world, and Romania first, these people are obviously mad about it, right? They feel disrespected. They've been invested in this whole process. It's been the biggest news in the country for the last couple of years. There are a lot of people who believe that there's an injustice happening. There's some people who believe that the brothers are guilty, and they want to see that play out. There are elements.
Do they have jury trials over there, or is it judge trials?
It's
strange
the way it works out. The indictment doesn't even happen over there. It's a unilateral finding by a prosecutor based on reasonable suspicion. It's not even probable cause. Yes, so jury trials are not like here. But, it's working out over there for them. But then there are elements in the Romanian government that are infiltrated by, let's call them lefty-funded NGOs who sold their country out and who are more loyal to sort of the communist socialist cause than they are their own national interest. And those are the people trying to get into Britain because they know that they'll lose. So the majority of Romanians and the majority of people in the Romanian government want to see it stay there for certain.
Has the government opposed what England is doing here, or are they going to oppose if he does get decided to get sent to the UK? Like, is Romania going to fight it out at all?
We're in the process of figuring that out right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Yeah, because in my head I'm like, that's like a diplomatic nightmare, and you agree to let this thing play out. Because you're right, I thought about that. The government spent probably millions of dollars to make this thing happen over the years, and it's like you're cutting the line.
Well, don't forget, if they close the case, got him what, $1 billion? They're gonna pay Andrew a bunch of money.
I'm not. So if Andrew wins the Romanian case, they'll be entitled to all sorts of different stuff. The assets that were seized, the money returned,
the money, the gold.
Yeah, all of that, and he'll be able to sue for a wrongful prosecution. So
right.
Look, the Romanian government doesn't want to lose, but it should be able to play out there. Right now, it's going pretty good. So.
Yeah, it's kind of an insult to them for the UK just cut the line, especially after they agreed upon it in writing years before.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
The UK just going to shut up, you stupid Romanian shit about it.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
This one,
anything else? Okay, we'll read some. Do we have a group? Let's do the global.
And then Chase Demand as well.
And then live Chase Quan, and we'll close the game. Okay, when your wife is yelling at you, so here's the Google. So when you Google, my wife keeps yelling at me. It says,
stay calm, set a firm boundary, to pause the conversation, and step away until you both feel safe and quiet.
Do not yell back, as matching their volume will only make the argument worse. Okay?
All right, next one.
Now, next one is...
Show you what I mean, but I don't just talk, I'm going to show you exactly how to explain it to you later on.
You wanna fight me? Do you wanna fight me? You come down my way and we can fight each other with 8-ounce gloves on, and we can see who really get busy for real.
It's too much money to go to Brandwurst.
And guess what? Brandwurst cutting that check too.
Nigga, I go to every gym, they do the same shit. They do put the headgear on, they put the cuffs on, they laugh at me, they pick my ass, they ain't gonna get knocked out. This guy don't come in here like this, I don't make them all shut the fuck up. And then I walk around like this. I walk around, they go fucking shit just like this. All start pumping at me. Now I look like the villain I come on y'all show, but it's like, nah, I just walk up to y'all words and say, hey, you said it, I come on y'all show. But it's like, nah, I start pumping at me. Now I look like the villain when I come on y'all show. But it's like, nah, I just woke up to y'all words and said, hey, you said it, let's go find out. Bitch, we're at the gym. And this motherfucker, we always go find out. I'm gonna show you what I mean, but I don't just talk, I'm gonna show you exactly, I'll explain it to you later on.
You wanna fight me? Do you wanna fight me? You come.
I walk around like motherfucking shit just like this. Y'all start pumping at me. Now I look like the villain when I come on y'all show. But it's like, nah, I just woke up to y'all words and said, hey, you said it, let's go find out. Bitch, we're at the gym. And this motherfucker, always will find out. I'm gonna show you what I mean, but I don't just talk, I'm gonna show you. I'll explain it to you later on.
You wanna fight me? Do you wanna fight me? You can come down my way and we can fight each other with 8-ounce gloves on, and we can see who really get busy for real.
It's too much money to go to Grand Rush.
What? Grand Rick's cutting that check too.
Nigga, I go to every gym, they do the same shit. They do the headgear on, they put the gloves on, they laugh at me, they pick on me, and they say, he gonna get knocked out. This guy will come in here like this, and I'll make him all shut the fuck up. And then I'll walk around like this. I'll walk around.
Speaking to someone today, called the phone number. God damn!
Domestic violence.
That's crazy.
Wow, bro.
In case your wife is beating you.
Yeah, y'all be talking about
Double standard, bro. Wow.
That's great. That's grooming. That's what that is. That's grooming. That's psychologically grooming you to turn your husband in or your boyfriend in for unreasonable reasons. That's insane.
Wow.
Kids read that.
Catch. Hey, Joe. Wanna laugh? Watch this, ladies. Skanks. For countries. Yo.
That last. Alright, we're gonna have, what's the name called? Is he on the line? Alright, Chase. Get him on real quick. Chase, we got Chase on the line. By the way, guys, if you want to call into the show, well, not now. We're about to close.
Yeah,
next time.
Next time.
Yeah. Go ahead, Chase. What's up? We can hear you.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, hit us with your question.
Alright, I got some good questions. I followed your advice, Mark, and I wrote them down. You ready?
Wait, nigga. One question, bro. Come on.
One question, bro.
I'm trying to do,
One question, man.
yeah, one.
Next show you can do.
Okay, here's a good question. One of my 4 I have here. The good one that I have is, in your opinion, what has caused more harm in the marriage dating scene in the Western world? Social media with OnlyFans, Jewish feminism with female empowerment, or 50-50 soy boy simps? Why or why not? Actually, these those questions.
Wait, that's for the girls or for Joe?
Girls and Joe, both.
Okay. So listen out one more time. So what you're asking, what is her relationship? What is her relationship for? Or marriage?
What has caused more harm to the marriage dating scene in the Western world? And the examples I named are social media with OnlyFans, Jewish feminism with female empowerment, or 50-50 soy boy simps.
Okay. So social media, feminism.
Who's OnlyFans on social media?
And 50-50 soy boy simps.
No, it's three. It's 3 options. Social media, feminism, or SIPs.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. What's hurt marriage relationships the most in the United States and or West? Social media, feminism, or SIPs? Which of those 3 do you think is the worst? Sorry.
Social media.
Okay.
Feminism.
Okay.
I want to say a combination of
Yeah,
social
just
media and feminism.
Which one did you say is the bigger contributor? We understand all 3 are contributors, but which one is the most, has the most weight?
Damn! Feminism.
Okay.
Feminism.
Same feminism.
Feminism. So that is, 4 for feminism, 1 for social media.
Good job.
So, anything else, bro?
Joe?
Oh yeah, Joe, what do you think? Sorry.
So I'm gonna give a little bit of a different answer, and I'll say that it has to do with the inverse of God's plan for the world, which has to do with feminism. There are gender roles, there are household roles, and there's an idea that family should stay together. And once that was undone, so as the family goes, so goes the world. So once the family unit broke down, the world broke down right after.
And in the end, men will become women, women will become,
I don't know what.
men.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Is it?
Yes. In the end days, that's what's going to happen.
And in the end, men will become women, women will become,
I don't know what.
men.
It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Is it?
Yes. In the end days, that's what's going to happen. It's going to invert. The devil will do the opposite of what God does.
Called days of no.
Yeah. There you go.
All right,
Chase. Love you, man.
Yeah, Chase. Anything else before? If you had a rapid fire, one that's quick, I'll let you do 2.
See, I got a good spicy rapid fire. Ladies, prefer kinky sex or romantic sex?
Let's go. W. Chase. I'll start here.
I mean, depends on my mood. I don't know if I want you to fuck me or finesse me.
That's a rough answer for her. Okay. That's a stripper answer.
I'm not hopeless romantic.
Boring.
Boring.
She likes romantic.
Motherfucking,
I know.
no, you don't, bro.
No, it's congruent. It's congruent. I know.
If you like my king, that is romantic. Cause goddamn, yeah. So I'm gonna say king sex.
Okay. Yeah, she a freak. She on my D-list. What about you?
Probably go.
Look, you're 19. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I'm just giving you an answer. How do you get both?
Yo, that's wild. Okay, cool. Alright, yo, Chase, let me questions, bro. Alright, good job
Can
today.
I ask one last quick one? One more spicy one?
Alright, go ahead, man.
Yeah, and then from now on, one question, bro.
What do you think is hotter when you're having sex? Being pinned against the wall or being pinned in the bed?
Yo, Chase,
That nigga getting freaky.
He is. That's crazy.
That's a good question.
I mean, Chase, bro. I mean,
That's not good. That's a good question.
He's like,
This is hilarious.
nigga, she's 19, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, so I ain't good in.
He's like, oh, gee, nigga, I'm not good at
Chase.
We got it. Next time. Alright. Friday.
That's
Alright, bro.
Three questions.
Alright. We'll do 2 countries. And then last thoughts. So start here.
No, do not start with me.
Wait,
You know
start
what?
over here.
We'll start here. So here's the rules. Please name 2 countries. You can't name USA, Canada, or Mexico. And whatever she says, you can't repeat. It's cool? So sorry, I have 2 countries.
One, or I gotta name 3 by myself.
And where you're from. Right, so.
And ladies, no helping.
Oh, and then you want to do last thoughts too?
Yep.
Alright, so last thoughts and last shots for Chris. So,
There you go. Chris, so what?
Chris, you can let it rip now.
Yeah, last shot, bro.
What is what?
Last thoughts and last shots.
Yeah.
I'm sober, nigga.
There you go.
I'm sober.
Nigga, you're sober?
No, today.
Hold on, Chris, you're sober?
Yeah, I'm sober today, yeah.
I thought you were drunk.
Since we're starting the show,
What
it's
is
gonna be
USA?
Hold on, it's gonna be a new segment, guys. Last thoughts and last shots, or last thoughts and last shots.
Yeah.
There you go. For Chris.
With Chris, yeah.
Yeah. So,
USA, Canada, Mexico, you can't name.
Okay, how about Spain?
Okay.
Venezuela?
Are you telling her has one?
I'm saying Venezuela, Spain, and Italy.
Okay.
Japan, Russia, Poland.
Okay. Alright.
Czechoslovakia, Uzbekistan, India.
I don't think Czechoslovakia exists anymore.
I mean,
Czech Republic is cool.
Yeah.
but yeah, the rest.
Maybe she was talking about the wrong guy.
She's like, ain't high on that one though.
Yeah, she's
I
going,
like
she's
it.
going fire.
You want to name another one?
Yeah, one more.
Antarctica.
Let's go, man. That's good.
I wanna go there.
Why do you want to miss yourself? Why do you want to go there? Okay.
Why do you want to go there?
Bro.
Like, I want to explore.
Explore what?
Just blow your brain, nigga. Yo, that's wild.
There's no Haitians there.
Send their agents.
There we go.
Top GW the talisman.
All right, TTS works.
W.
What did it say?
One more time.
We gotta get on screen.
I got you.
One more time.
I got you.
Bill has donated $100 and says the Matrix sent their agents. W Top GW the talisman.
W.
Respect. Free
You know, it probably did show up on the screen. It's just that Bill's has everything strict on what we were seeing.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
All right. What about you?
My turn.
And
Thailand.
because of continent, by the way. There's not that about polar bears though. I don't even think like.
And penguins. Not with polar bears.
They might have like a
Hey,
few research
explore.
stations and that's about it.
I need to explore.
Yeah. By the way, polar bears are like the worst predators ever. They'll chase you to the end of the
Yeah, and not friendly.
They only eat meat. They're carnivores 100% and they will literally kill you.
So you're
No,
confident.
what's that bear saying? If it's white, good night. Polar bear military, you wanna?
Predators ever. They'll chase you to the end of the
Yeah, and not friendly.
They only eat meat. They're carnivores 100% and they will literally kill you.
So you're
No, what's
confident.
that bear saying? If it's white, good night. Polar tear your ass up.
Yeah, polar bear, polar bear is
Wait,
worse.
should we call like
That's a funny one if it's white and nice.
the Klondike bar?
Yeah, like bar, yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah, Klondike bar, nigga, you're in the bar. And he doesn't drink Coca-Cola either. Niggas drink Coca-Cola. He doesn't drink Coca-Cola. They just eat seals and penguins all day and humans.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
So yeah, polar bear is one of the most dangerous animals.
That's the most. Alright, what about you?
Thailand.
No, that's where you're from.
Crazy.
You guys said earlier, you said that you're part time.
Okay. North Korea, Laos, Philippines.
Alright.
It's my neighbor, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Florida.
Is it South America? South America? Is it
Yeah, South America, sure.
No helping.
Okay.
North America, South America, what else?
Somebody say Korea?
Yeah.
Literally guys now. I don't know. Sorry, I'm done. I don't know.
I will.
Yeah, if you didn't
Bro, imagine 19 and mommy alone, you're cooked, bro. You're cooked.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
You what? Alright. Joe, where can I find you, bro?
Big Crime Law NYC across all social media platforms. Very easy to find me. About that.
And once again, folks, we're going to be here in Miami August 13th, supporting Tate'S at the courthouse, 11 a.m. We'll be out there. What's it called again?
Federal Courthouse.
Yeah.
The Clyde Watkins, Atkins Federal Courthouse. It's right there, I think on 2nd Street. Well, the Federal Courthouse.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. There's a glass one that's really nice and one on the corner. We're going to be there. I'll be there with a fucking megaphone.
The media will be there.
I'll be with you.
And the whole media will be there.
August 13th, 11 a.m. And don't worry, we'll give you. We're still a ways away. We're still almost 2 weeks away, but it's official. We'll be out there 11 a.m. August 13th. Hearings at 1. Hopefully, we win the hearing and the Tate'S are able to get out on bond, I guess, right? That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for and praying for.
All right, girls. Wait. Girls, last thoughts?
Chris. No, the girls? Chris. When you're sober, just shut up.
I didn't get their last ones.
No, we don't care. We don't care. Alright, guys, peace.
I used to spiral over one sofa. Now I decide in one tab. Furniture.com first.
Are y'all looking at Realtor.com without me? We can't find a ranch style with a view. And a mountain house.
What? What the hell you looking at? Little bro here got there trying to do a little backflip. Doing nothing nobody gonna work, man. Yeah, I don't want to bother. I'm packing Newports. I'm gonna dump all these out and put some fake ones in there. I'm gonna start
smoking around all the older homes. They don't be like, bored, and let go. Yeah, sometimes you gotta